But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was when we were talking about having put down, and I was imagining myself trying to fucking like if I had to actually put him out of his misery myself.
Oh, like where they give you the fucking thing and you gotta squeeze the plunger in.
Yeah, or anything, dude. Like
Do
I
they
would
do
not. I
that?
do not think I would
I
be
don't
able to
know if
do
they
it.
do that. That seems like that would be fucked up.
No, I doubt they do. I was thinking if you're like, no, I'm not going to pay that much. So can you, I don't know, bash his head in or shoot him in the head or something,
Oh yeah.
or fucking
Well,
sever his spinal column. I'm not going to pay that much. So can you, I don't know, bash his head in or shoot him in the head or something? All sorts of
oh
fucked up
yeah.
scenarios are going in my head, and
Sorry, I got
I do not
distracted
think I
by
would have been
listening to
able to
see
do
if
it.
it was working. Okay, there we
Oh,
go.
gotcha.
All
You
right, we're
good?
live and everything is working as far as the sound goes.
Nice.
We're both coming through loud
Yeah,
and clear.
nice. But yeah, no, he's fine, dude. He's pretty much back to normal.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Took us a while for his digestive system to get back to normal, but
Maybe he
yeah,
just
he
ate
was
some
he
sort of
was
fucking like scorpion or bug or something that fucked him up for a while.
yeah, it was almost certainly something that was fucking his digestion up, dude, and that made him sick.
Yeah, I don't know why that didn't
'Cause,
occur
yeah,
because
it
I was
was
thinking rocks, but you're like obviously like they X-rayed and there's no rocks, so that's clearly not the problem. So then the next
yeah,
most likely
yeah,
thing would be like a scorpion, I would imagine, or a spider maybe.
yeah, or just like rotten fucking twigs or fucking branches, or
Oh yeah,
like
yeah,
there was a
maybe.
root of a tree like that he had
Oh, some
found
weird
somewhere
fucking
and was
fungus
digging
that
out.
maybe grew on some fucking wood that he was chewing on or something.
Yeah, yeah. Because again, I had to pull a fucking piece a couple days ago from his mouth. It was all fucking like kind of slimy, not really slimy, but like kind of gritty and gross. Like obviously on the outside was definitely some rot, and I had to fucking pull that away from him. And fucking, so I'm like, yeah, this is probably what happened. He found something like this, or a rag, or something. No matter
Yeah,
how much, no matter how much we fucking comb the yard for shit that he should not be fucking trying to eat or chew on,
yeah. Well, that's
you're gonna
dogs are
miss some
like that.
shit.
That is definitely a thing dogs are good at. They will get into fucking everything.
Yeah,
Cats are
yeah,
very similar. Uh, so what was it?
yeah. Cats are a little smarter about it, I think, though. To be honest with you,
I don't know if I'd say that. So we
maybe
had a
not. That's
cat that
true.
ate some butcher's twine,
Holy
and and so
fuck!
we had for a while. We had to wait for the whole twine to come out naturally. We weren't allowed to tug on it, and so for like a while there was like 3 inches of twine sticking out of our cat's asshole.
you were like,
Like,
you couldn't just like cut it off somehow.
no,
Like
we mean we
obviously
would
it's the
trim it
twine
down.
with
We
shit
trimmed it
around it,
down.
right?
We trimmed it down, but they were like, you should pretty
Right.
much just not do anything. And we were like, all right, I guess.
So the cat's gonna be dragging around 3 feet of fucking shit on
Well,
twine
no.
until
It
it
wasn't.
fucking all
It
comes
was
out.
free and clear of poop. That was the one good thing.
Oh shit! Okay, that's fucking
There was no
yeah.
fecal matter.
All right. That's why I was laughing because I was imagining twine covered or shit covered twine,
Yeah. Oh, for
like
sure.
one fucking piece of shit coming out with twine in the middle of it,
Yeah. No,
and it
it was
made me
pretty.
laugh.
It was pretty fucking hilarious. Yeah, it was pretty hilarious even then because it was just this cat walking around with string sticking out of its butthole, and you know how cats like to do that thing where they just hang out with you and they're like, oh, here's my asshole. They just show it to
Yeah,
you all the
dude.
time, like they're just
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
like the natural
yeah.
progression of the ass eaters. They're just constantly walking around like, oh, look at this butthole. You like this butthole? Yeah, this is butthole.
Yeah, let me make sure I get my tail up real high in the air and out of the way,
Yeah, because they,
so you get an unobstructed view of my butthole.
I imagine it's what high school's going to be like fairly soon. Because I don't think that's just going to be where we end up morally. Is everybody's just hanging out, showing off their butthole to everyone else. I think that's
Yeah,
like what we're
yeah,
aiming
that's
for
about
as a
right.
society right now. Like if you look at some of the weird like sexualization shit that's going on.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I was just actually they were the Revenge of the Sis were watching a video of fucking Project Veritas going undercover with that fucking gay principal guy or whatever. Oh yeah, we passed around dildos and butt plugs and all this stuff. And they're like, and
In a
I don't even
fucking
think it was a high
school?
school. I think it was like an elementary school. Yeah,
They should be in jail.
yeah, yeah.
Bringing
And
sex
yeah,
toys and handing
one of
them
the
out to
guys was
like
like,
children. Literally, like you go directly to jail.
yeah, they're like, no, we don't tell the parents or the trustees or anything. I mean, why would we? I mean, all they're going to say is, oh, that's wonderful. That's literally what one of these fucking assholes said. They're going to fucking just love the idea.
Oh, they'll be so into it. They'll be like, yeah, it's just great. Just what is that? A 4-year-old with a vibrator? Oh no, nothing wrong with that. I mean, he's using it on his mouth. That's a little weird, but you know, we don't want to kink shame because that's disgusting.
And dude, did you hear the one about the bitch that lived near like a military base or something? Did you hear about that one?
No, I did not.
Okay, so this bitch just she has a 7-year-old, and they were apparently talking to that class of 7-year-olds. So I assume that's what, second grade, probably. Anyways, talking to him about polyamory and shit like that.
What the fuck?
You know, and so she went online and was like,
place. That's her. Like, she needs to teach her own kids about whatever they want to learn in that regard. That's not for schools to teach them.
Yeah, or not. Like, it's even the right to not teach.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It
should be up to the parent. Yeah, that's the thing that there's no reason any school should be involved in that at all. That's just fucking weird.
Okay. All right, so what happened is she basically just made a post on Facebook about it. She's like, "Look, everybody has the right to their own shit, as far as sexually or whatever. But I don't think this should be taught in my school. I don't want my kid taught this in fucking school. That's insane."
Yeah.
And apparently, like, a military guy like responded to him, and I think I'm not 100% on the full details, but it sounded like they actually like went to her house to tell her to take down her Facebook post.
Oh, because they got busted and they didn't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, well, no,
because
the military people from the military base. No, the school was not on the military base. The school was just a regular elementary school,
it wasn't
public
even
school.
To do with the military base. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's a great question, dude.
That's
and then what they said was,
the school in a military zone or something like that. That's why they were involved at all.
They're just near a military base, not even on the base, not a fucking military elementary school or anything like that.
Who the fuck did they go and tell her to do anything?
Yeah, exactly. And what they said was, well, it's part of the law enforcement, sharing information. You're the military. You're not law enforcement.
Well,
you're just supposed to protect the country from outside invaders.
You work for the government. Freedom of speech is a thing. You have no say whatsoever in what people are saying. The only thing you exist for as the military is to prevent other people from being silent, from silencing us. Like, you're doing exactly the opposite from other countries. That's disgusting.
Yeah, I was like, that's fucking ridiculous, dude. On multiple levels, really, dude. Like, yeah, dude, you're not fucking law enforcement in this country at all.
The part the most egregious being that they're doing anything on American soil like that.
Yeah, dude, it's getting fucking insane. Well, it's been insane. It's just getting worse, dude.
Did you hear the president of I think it's Peru tried to sort of take over? He tried to dismiss Congress or something, apparently. Yeah.
Wow.
It's one of the benefits of being in that karaoke group that I'm in. There's people from all sorts of different places. But apparently homie thought he could just be like, you know what, fuck Congress, whatever. Nobody needs Congress.
Hello, little crappies.
And it did not work out well for him. Did not end well at all for him. Because it wasn't a very long vote when they decided that he no longer needed to be involved with the government, but it was a very decisive one.
Right. Well, that's encouraging, I guess.
That's about what you figure, though, if you think about it, because you're like, well, yeah, I mean,
little crappies.
You did just try to take over the whole government. One might consider that the whole government might not be happy about that. Yeah, dumb
what do you think this is,
Russia? The military on his side first. It's like, how are you going to perform a coup, dummy?
Yeah, without the fucking you gotta have at minimum you gotta have the fucking military on your side.
Yeah, like exactly.
Yeah,
You
that's
can't
fucking
take
nuts.
over without the military to fucking back your play. But yeah, so that did. He's in jail now, and I don't think they'll be very kind to him. I would imagine. He's gonna go to buttfuck prison for sure.
I should fucking execute him, dude. That's
I would
treasonous,
imagine
dude.
that they would execute him. That would be the proper response. So that's why I think it's probably not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because I imagine there's a lot of other despots out there that are like, "Hey, yo, come on now. Don't encourage our people." Let's see.
Yeah.
Prisoner
swap.
Yeah, it was Pedro Castillo was removed yesterday, and Dina Boluarte was the vice president. Is now the president. Let's see. He was impeached and arrested after he tried to dissolve Congress.
Did he have? Did he actually have Congress try to vote to dissolve Congress? Or did he try to just unilaterally
that
declare
doesn't
it?
make sense. Let's see. A tumultuous day began when then President Castillo announced plans to dissolve Congress and install an emergency government ahead of a looming impeachment vote by lawmakers.
Wow.
Oh, so they were already looking at impeaching him, and he decided he was just going to fucking...
try to seize power fucking before they could vote him out. That's fucking... All right, that makes sense.
Peru's ombudsman described it as an attempted coup d'etat. Fucking duh.
Except he tried to do it just like on his own, like a dumbass.
He also called for parliamentary elections to work on a new constitution. So a bunch of people in his own cabinet resigned because of that, as well as several top officials and obviously, the countries in the neighboring countries were like, "Gee, you're fucking crazy."
Right.
The Peruvian armed forces rejected Castillo's attempt to sideline lawmakers, calling it an infringement of the Constitution. Ooh. So yeah, he's been arrested. I assume he's either going to be in prison forever or just executed quietly.
Yeah.
Or publicly. Who fucking knows, right?
Yeah. For something, at that level, where especially because he was already getting impeached, so he's just trying to fucking grab power while he could. He should be put to death, dude. That's treasonous fucking behavior. And treason.
It really is, and it's treasonous, and it's also pretty disturbing.
Yeah. The fact that he even attempted it is pretty fucking disturbing, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen as far as after that. It's just one of those things where it was just like, wow, that's really something that's going down right now. All right, crazy.
Yeah, that is fucking nuts, dude.
But so there was the thing I got to hear. I think they were talking about it last night. Went and they went and did the. We were doing like an event for, what were we doing? It was like off the beaten path kind of tunes, like really good songs that were maybe not big as they should have been, kind of thing.
Oh, gotcha. Kind of lesser known good songs,
B-side tracks, or like maybe artists that just never picked up where they could have picked up or something. I'm trying to think of a good example that everyone would know, but obviously if everybody knew, then it wouldn't be as small, wouldn't meet the requirements.
Gotcha. I know what you're saying, though. I get it.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. What was I thinking? Oh, man. But it should be interesting to see what happens in Peru, because that was some crazy shit.
That is pretty fucking nuts, man.
I wonder if they'll try to blame Trump.
Trump endorsed this guy in Peru. Yeah, that's his fault.
Or Trump has clearly led people to, want to betray their people. It's an example of Trump-style politics.
Yeah.
Come on, it's. I'm just waiting for the article writes itself.
Yep. So yeah. Luckily, we got Brittany Griner back though. That's fucking great. Swapped
Oh,
for an
fucking
arms.
yeah, I forgot
Fucking
about that. Damn it, I managed to fucking block that from my memory.
yeah. No, like I said, I
What a
couldn't believe they
worthless
actually
piece of
did it.
shit, you know, to fucking
Like,
bring back into the country.
yeah, dude. Because again, yeah, she was one of those types that was allegedly an activist that talked about how oppressive America is.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see how she's fucking feels about America now.
Yeah, really. How do you like it now, bitch? When you know we don't put you in prison for smoking weed. Oh wait, some of our states still do.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly,
yeah,
like the
that's
whole
true. But
thing is ridiculous. Like, I don't understand why anyone would listen to somebody that fucking retarded.
yeah,
But they really,
yeah. Plus,
they should
again, it's
never
the
have traded
WNBA.
any prisoners for her. Like, she knew exactly what was going on.
Yeah, yeah,
I guarantee there were multiple attempts of people going like, "Hey, you can't bring weed into Russia. They'll put you in prison. Russia don't
yeah,
fuck around."
yeah.
You know,
No, she just is a typical fucking entitled fucking bitch. Although I'm surprised, like even playing professional basketball in a women's league, nobody gives a shit. I don't know if she realized that nobody really, you know what I mean? It's not like it was a fucking the best player in the NBA. It's not like LeBron got arrested or something.
yeah.
And even if he did, fuck him too. Like
Yeah, I
anybody
would go
that's that
double fuck him
stupid.
if it's LeBron James, man. He's got a whole fucking crew of people, and he was too stupid enough to do that anyway. I'd say he can go sit in prison. I don't care.
Yeah, yeah.
Ain't no
Although I
reason.
assume he would be smart enough to have a guy with him. Like, yeah, you're the one that's going to carry the shit. So I'll pay you a lot of money, but you might have to end up being in jail for 9 years.
Yeah, and then you go to jail, and then I go free and go live my life of unbelievable luxury. You'd have to be the dumbest motherfucker on the planet to take that fucking deal, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
9 years
yeah. It's
is
one
worth
thing
a
to do
lot
that
more
in
than
this
like
country.
20,000 or some shit like that he's gonna give you to make you feel like you
Yeah.
got a lot of money all at once.
Yeah, yeah. Whatever it is, yeah, yeah. I guarantee that probably does happen though.
Oh yeah, no, that's the standard deal for a lot of people like rappers and shit.
Yeah,
they'll have
they'll
a
have someone else
designated
carry
guy
all the
on
illegal shit.
their crew. Yeah, and that guy carries all the fucking drugs and whatever else, you know, that they don't want to have.
Yeah, that they
problems
can't
with.
be caught with. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was only a female basketball player, so she wasn't pulling in that kind of money, and she could afford a fall guy to travel with her.
Yeah. It just pisses me off that they actually bothered to fucking.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
bring
there's
her
two other dudes that have been over there much longer. One of them was like a Marine or I forget, Army Marine something, but he was a pretty well decorated fucking veteran, and he's been there fucking years. And then another guy, last name Foley, I think. I thought one of them said they were just there for a wedding.
Fucking feel? You're there for all these
Yeah,
things,
oh yeah,
and they
dude.
trade for this worthless piece of trash.
Yeah.
Who decided that bringing her weed vape was too important to follow the rules, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
like I said, there's no way.
She's a strong woman. She should be able to do whatever the fuck she wants.
Yeah, it turns out Russia doesn't really care if you call them racist.
No, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you break the law, they're gonna fucking bust
whip
you.
a fucking gay person to death and not give a shit. Like they don't. They
Yeah,
don't fuck around.
that's true.
It's probably what she was told multiple times by her handlers.
Yeah, if not, those motherfuckers should be going to prison for not warning her about this shit. There's no way that happened, though. There's no fucking way.
To be fair, though, no reasonable human being on the planet should need to be warned not to fucking violate other countries' laws.
Yeah, yeah,
Because like
yeah. That
there
that,
are
that should be
no
pretty much
end.
common knowledge.
Yeah, there are no
Yeah,
end of movies and books about this exact same shit going down. Where it's like,
yeah,
and somebody's like, and here was my experience in absolute fucking hell. Like, because I thought it would be cool to smuggle like an ounce of weed into fucking Thailand or some shit.
yeah,
Or
yeah,
Singapore. In Singapore, they'll just
yeah,
execute you.
yeah. I was gonna say I heard that. Yeah, if it happened in Singapore, the bitch would be fucking dead.
I hear people talk about like Singapore. It's like I saw this fucking article where this crackpot lunatic was like, Singapore is this wonderful place. They don't have any crime at all. And it's like, yeah, because
Yeah,
you
that's because they'll
die
fucking
anytime
cane
you
you for
commit any
graffiti.
sort of crime, you psycho fuck.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
one
do
of
you
the
remember
most
the dude that?
disturbing places. It's one of the least like places nobody wants to live in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You remember? This was probably like 20 something years ago, but the dude that got a caning for fucking graffiti.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that was
not
Singapore,
executed,
right?
but they caned his ass. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Well, he might as well have
Yeah.
been executed, right? Didn't he end up dying from the process of being caned? Or am I
I
thinking about
don't,
somebody
not that
else?
I recall. Not, maybe, but I don't think so. But yeah, they definitely tried to get him out of it, and they're like, and I understand that honestly, like it's a fucked up sentence, but you know what's not going to happen anymore in the future? Any foreigners coming in and graffitiing, doing any
Yeah.
graffiti.
Oh yeah. Well, and the thing about Singapore that people don't realize is it's a fucking what do you call it? It's a it has a king, a monarchy. Sorry, it's hard to remember
Oh,
that
okay.
because it's such a weird one.
Yeah, sorry.
But it's a monarchy, so
Wasn't
like,
sure.
yeah, everything is really nice in Singapore right now because the current king believes in like capitalism and shit like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But what happens when his son takes the throne? Literally, it's just a throne, and
Right.
is in charge. And what if he doesn't agree with that? What if he thinks, monarchy or capitalism kind of over fucking done, and he should just have all the money?
Hmm.
What are you gonna do then? How's that gonna play out for you guys? So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's interesting to see these people like these really short-sighted, just borderline retarded views on things, because it fits what they want in the moment. It's like, well, that works for what I think in them right now. So I'll just go with that every time, and it's like, well, yeah, it works in this moment, but it doesn't work outside. Like 10 years from now, it could be completely broke. Well, that doesn't matter. It's like,
Right.
no, that's not how you do systems. And then, like
Yep.
10 minutes from now, they'll all disagree with whatever is said by the same people anyway. They'll all just change their minds.
Yeah. With the wind blow, whatever.
Yeah. Well, because, Singapore will do something that they don't agree with, and they'll just change their minds, and now Singapore bad, and it'll just make no goddamn sense to anyone.
Mm. Yeah, I'm trying to think. There was, but yeah. Anyways, going back to the prisoner exchange, I forgot. There's two guys that have been there a while that were far more deserving
Yeah, you said there was like a
a
Marine
prisoner
and
spot.
like a guy that went there and
Yeah.
was for like a wedding or something?
Yeah, yeah. One of them was for wedding, although I think one of them might actually have been a spy that got caught. So that's kind of iffy.
Well, yeah, if you're a spy
Don't
that
quote
got
me on
caught,
any of this,
yeah,
by the
that's
way.
kind of like you fucked up. Unless it was they got caught because of like Hillary Clinton leaving her fucking laptop or her thing in the bathroom, her bathroom server. See, that's the thing is,
Yeah.
people hear that story about Hillary Clinton and it's like, oh well, that's silly. But the real world consequences are that could be why that guy in Russia is in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe somebody in China got that information. One of her fucking, many undercover fucking Chinese spies that worked for her. And, maybe a bunch of people got killed because she wanted the convenience of a bathroom data files, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was just looking it up. Paul Whelan. Let's see. Was what the guy says. He's a businessman and former Marine, imprisoned in Russia on suspicion of spying. So yeah, I think this is the one that was going to a wedding or something. Maybe not him. Let me make sure. But yeah, apparently they deny that he's an actual spy. So it's kind of iffy because if he was in the Marines, if he was in the armed forces at all, that is a possibility. But I don't think it's something that was actually proven.
Oh yeah, but that is one of those things that, like, yeah, you'd probably just never know the real answer for it. Like, it'd be cool if we could figure it out, but realistically, we'll just never know.
Yeah, let's see. He was working as the head of global security for an auto parts supplier in Michigan. Russia sentenced him to 16 years in jail back in 2020. Yeah, so he's still denying it. So they found vape canisters. Okay, now he's talking about. Wait, what? Universal grinder after right decisions. Well, it says rather than waiting for one. All right. So I guess dude's brother says that it was a right decision because it said rather than waiting for one that wasn't going to happen. So waiting for a prisoner exchange that wasn't going to happen. All right. I guess.
Did they find out whether or not the dude used to pick on his little brother?
Right. Yeah, it's his little brother. You fucking can't stand him. He's constantly giving him fucking wet willies and shit.
That's a really callous and fucked up way to look at it. Well, they weren't going to ever let my brother out, so better to just give up this horrible criminal so this poor little girl doesn't have to suffer the consequences of her own actions. Like, that's the part that gets me. It's like, if we were going to put her in prison for 9 years, then fine.
Mm-hmm.
But she needs to do that 9 years in prison because she chose to just ignore the laws of the Russians. Like, you were invited to go to their country, you went there to play a game, and you chose to just disregard their laws entirely. Like, I don't see why you should not be in prison for a very long time now.
Right. Jesus.
Because I figure, like, half of the sentence there is probably just how dare you come into our country and just ignore what we tell you you're allowed to do,
Yeah. Yeah, no, that bitch should have had to serve the whole fucking sentence, dude.
Yeah, if they were bringing her back and they were like, all right, now that we've brought you back, you're going to go to prison here. I'd be like, all right, that's pretty fair. Like, I can get behind that. That's perfectly reasonable. But I don't think they'll do that. That doesn't seem like the kind of thing that would be allowed, unfortunately. Oh, there we go.
Oh, well, Biden is saying, don't worry, we have not forgotten about Paul Whelan. I'm pretty sure they've forgotten about Paul Whelan.
Paul Whelan, he's probably like, we have not forgotten about, hey, what was that fucker's name again?
Yeah. Who was I just talking about? I remember Brittany Griner, because she plays the basketball.
You said I could smell her hair when she gets out.
Yeah, and Griner's 32. Like, she's fucking on the... Yeah, well, not that it should matter anyway, but...
everybody's a child to Biden.
Yeah. She's at least twice as old as his... more than twice as old. 12,
she
24.
She understands.
Yeah, almost 3 times as old.
She's a college athlete. She understands.
Yeah, well, NBA, WNBA, but yeah. Yeah, no, she plays for the WNBA team here in Phoenix.
The WNBA, you know they don't.
Yeah, it's horrible. Dude, have you ever watched highlights? I know you don't really follow sports, but dude, there's so many fucking like clips of like pretty long stretches of WNBA games where they just can't make a fucking basket. It's fucking hilarious, dude. Yeah, they suck, dude. Even playing against women, they suck.
Oh, even playing against each other, they just can't fucking do it. You're like, oh,
Yeah,
that's
dude.
what you try.
Like shooting like a bunch of air balls, dude. Like not even hitting the fucking rim, dude. Yeah, it's fucking yeah. They suck, dude. It's not fun to watch. Sorry, you can call me fucking sexist if you want. You fucking watch that bullshit. Yeah, it's unwatchable, dude.
That sounds pretty awful.
Hey, yeah. Do you like the NBA? Would you like to watch it without the dunks and people going really fast and fucking actually able to hit a 3-pointer? Yeah, actually able to hit a jump shot from 23 feet away. Well, if you like that stuff, you are going to hate the WNBA because they cannot do any of that shit.
Oh yeah. The WNBA is probably not for you because I'm just thinking. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, dude, an incredibly small amount of people, I think, really gave a shit about getting Brittany Griner back in the first place. I think most people, a vast majority of people, like, she did what? Into Russia? There's no, again, there's no fucking way you don't know that's against the law and that can fucking happen.
Yeah. Well, maybe the WNBA doesn't have anybody that actually carries on international things because they were like, no one's ever going to invite these fucking losers into another country on purpose, not to do anything here.
But yeah, no, the only reason the WNBA still exists is because the NBA is operating it at a loss the entire time it's been in existence.
Oh, really? They're making...
Oh, yeah, they lose like at least $10 million a year running the WNBA.
Wow. That's kind of sad.
Yeah.
So why does the fucking NBA have to run them?
They would seem sexist if they didn't.
Oh, that's kind of dumb. Okay. That's kind of a shame.
Well, I'm trying to look it up and see. I'm pretty sure it's at least 10 million, which is honestly for the NBA. Let's see. Yeah, even with the NBA, it's not nearly as popular as it used to be. They're still making, at least profits for the most part. Yeah, it says, the NBA commissioner stated in 2018 that the WNBA has lost an average annual of 10 million. Yeah.
Wow. People really like watching that.
Yep.
I can't.
Yeah, even though they don't, again, they don't get paid anywhere close to what the NBA does, and they're still operating at a $10 million a year loss.
That's really sad.
Yeah, you know what I mean? There's nobody making $30 million a year. In fact, there's no fucking team. Probably not an entire fucking conference. I honestly, I would be surprised if the entire payroll of all the WNBA players is at 30 to 40 million a year.
Hello, little crappies.
Yeah, that's
Got some crops begging to be harvested.
Man,
I gotta see the answer to this one. Oh, it's Quora. I fucking hate Quora. Never mind.
Oh yeah, well then, if you wanted an answer or whatever you were looking at, that's not the way to get an answer.
Yeah.
Because Quora is just full of shit. Like the fucking, like just blatantly like super political people on that. So it's just like, yeah, we don't care about reality. Or
oh shit, dude. Dude. Okay. Average annual revenue. NBA 7.4 billion with a B. WNBA 60 million with an M.
Yeah, and those bitches were like, they get paid more than us. Or was that soccer? Maybe that was soccer. I don't know.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, the soccer one, the men for some reason are like Sure, we'll give half the money to the women. Like, why? Nobody gives a shit. Megan Rapinoe is a fucking unlikable fucking cunt.
Well, and they haven't earned it.
Fuck her and fuck the
That's the main thing is they didn't earn it. Nobody's going paying all this money to go watch their games. They're just they're just saying they deserve this money because they've won it, not because they've done any work to get it.
Yeah.
Even when I wanted to earn the money, they would work harder and play better and get more people to come watch.
Yeah. Well, they're just not going to. It doesn't matter how hard they work, to be honest with you. It's just not going to be anywhere near as fucking entertaining watching men play it.
Yeah, because
even when like Mia Hamm back in the day, like she was a pretty likable woman, but she was still playing fucking soccer as a woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It still weren't. Probably did better than it does today than with fucking, the fucking cunt Megan. I don't even know if she's still on the team. I think they left her off the team. Finally, Megan Rapinoe or whatever.
I don't know any of their names.
She's a fucking lesbian bitch. She's a lesbian cunt, dude.
Yeah. I just find it funny that you think I would know any sports person's name.
In women's sports. In women's sports, no less, dude.
Yeah, true. In women's sports, no less. That is actually really even better.
Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Well, the Warriors are pretty good in your neck of the woods. You must hear about the Golden State Warriors.
The Ultimate Warriors? That's a wrestler.
No, the Golden State Warriors. They play in fucking, I don't know, Oakland or San Francisco or both. I don't know.
Who cares?
I figured you might at least accidentally hear shit about the local sports teams out there.
No, I don't even really pay attention. None of the people I know are sports people.
Not even accidentally.
Well, I work graveyard shift, so I see one person, and it's a lady who's like an ex sort of gangster kind of type who's like used to do drugs and fuck around. So I hear great stories, but they're nothing about sports.
Right.
Like she talks about the shit she did when she was a teenager and all the fucking like, I was babysitting this couple because they fucking OD'd and I had to keep kicking this motherfucker because he just stopped breathing over and over.
Damn, dude.
You're like, all right, I'm in. Where's this story going?
I bet that sucked at the time, but that is a great story.
Well, yeah, exactly. At the time, it was awful. It's fucking hilarious now, though. I'm in. That's a fucking funny story. Because I'm a degenerate, but that's just how it be.
Right.
Although then again, I don't know if I really would say I'm a degenerate. Like I challenge pretty much anyone to come up with like a more compelling reason, like
right.
Come on, everybody wants to hear that story. There's a lot of people that are going to be like, "Oh, that's horrible." They still want to hear the story.
Yeah. It sounds like an interesting story, man. You're not contributing to whatever behavior they're talking about. Just fucking listening to what happened to somebody.
Yeah, exactly. But that's all I know is, that's pretty much it. I'm sure there was more to it, but it was more like an offhand thing she let me said to me, so.
I'm not going to bother asking if the guy actually lived or not.
Oh, no, they both survived, yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, you know what? Just recently there was an aside to that, I think, that it was he woke up because his girlfriend and he were having sex, I guess, when the problem started. And so she managed to put a pair of shorts on him and get dressed and go get somebody to babysit and make sure they didn't end up like dying because they'd OD'd.
Wow.
So like he woke up the next morning and was like, "What the fuck are you doing in here?" And just really confused because he was like, "Why am I hanging out naked with this strange woman or this other girl that's like a friend of ours, but like not my fucking girlfriend or my wife? This is not good."
Making sure you didn't die, motherfucker. How about you say thank you?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't get a thank you. I did that once. It was not quite as an extreme of a situation. There was no overdosing involved, but it was at a party where some younger people were drinking. I think I was in my late 20s, early 30s, and this was like a 20-year-old or something. It was their 20th birthday party, 21st, and so there was a bunch of fucking booze. And, her boyfriend decided to pick her up and spin her around in the kitchen, like over his head, because he's retarded apparently, and dropped the bitch right on her forehead on the fucking linoleum in the kitchen.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's not a healthy fucking thing to happen to you. So took a lot of convincing just to get her to fucking call the advice nurse to see like what she should do.
Did they tell her not to pass out?
Well, they said you can't go to bed for like the next 24 hours, right?
Yeah. You're fucking wasted, and you just desperately want to pass out, but can't.
And so that was, a totally realistic thing to expect.
Right.
And so I ended up staying up all night and like going and waking her up every like 30 minutes just to check on her to make sure she was still alive.
God.
And that nothing was going wrong. And her boyfriend was not fucking thrilled because he just wanted to fuck. And it was just like, I hear you, buddy. Like I get it. She's pretty good looking. You're both pretty drunk. You're in the same bed. And I just don't fucking care because, I'm not going to let my friend die so you can get a little nookie.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, it was pretty like, come on, dude. Like, are you fucking serious right now?
Yeah, you gotta wait a day or two to fuck.
Like, and
so
who dumbass dropped her on her fucking head?
Yeah. I even didn't think of that. I kind of forgot about that detail that the reason she's in that predicament is his dumbass.
You mad at me? I had nothing to do with your fucking problem, you dumb motherfucker.
Yeah, you're the one that decided to drop her on fucking hard floor, fucking forehead first.
Exactly. Right? It was one of those ones where it was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man. I'm not the asshole that created this problem. And now you want me to you're gonna be mad at me about it? Alright, whatever. And I didn't
at that age, I guess.
I never even got to thank you for that. Not from her and not from any of the people that were at that party. The closest I got to a thank you was quite a while later. Her sister was like, "Hey, I heard what happened. I really appreciate that. Like, thank you for making sure my family didn't die." And it was
better than nothing, I guess.
I did it because it was the right thing. I wasn't doing it like in the expectation thing. I just thought it was funny that like I didn't even get so much of a fucking like bit of gratitude.
Well, yeah. Hey, thanks for trying to make sure I stayed alive. No appreciation at all.
Yeah.
I thought it was get laid. You fucked it up.
Well, to be fair, I brought a lot of the booze that everybody was drinking, so.
Yeah.
It's probably.
Still not responsible for his dumbass fucking.
Well, I don't. I would imagine she probably. Her mom works at the fucking hospital.
I think we might be able to take it down.
Even though, like, you're not supposed to share that information, it got shared.
Yeah. I hear you.
So, her mom found out anyway, and she was like, none's happy with her. Although she was 20, so I don't really know what her concern was. It's like, you're 20 years old. What are you going to do? Ground you? Then you just laugh and be like, I'm 20 years old. So,
right.
Like that's cute, Mom, but it doesn't really fucking matter what you think anymore.
Let's get this over.
Yeah. How are you going to enforce this grounding? Are you going to call the cops on me and say I ran away at 20 years old?
Yeah, that's going to end well. Also, right. How are you going to explain how you have proprietary information about your daughter that you're not supposed to have anymore? You don't have access to it just because you're a parent, not when they're 20. Is that how that works anymore?
Yeah, unless she actually signed a document letting you do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Which can't happen.
It was one of those things where it's like, well, that's kind of dodgy. But I think she ratted herself out at the end of the day, anyway. So it was like, but it was just I thought it was a funny thing. I think I saw pictures of it somewhere.
But yeah, the dude being mad, that is pretty fucking ridiculous.
Oh, that was probably my
I
favorite
get
part
that
of it.
most 20-year-olds are pretty fucking self-absorbed, but yeah, being mad about a situation that he created.
Yeah. He was like, he was like, you're the one that dropped her, dummy. Fucking come here and get all mad at me, Mr. Butterfingers,
Yeah.
with your fucking own
Yeah,
girlfriend.
you're the one that decided to pick her up. You're fucking drunk yourself. I assume he was drunk too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he was drunk. Oh yeah, everybody was pretty wasted. The only guy that really I appreciated was one of the guys had some caffeine pills and he left one for me.
Nice.
A couple of no-dos was a nice thing because I just had like a pack of cigarettes and some fucking soda pop and some fucking no-dos to like some mixers and shit like some Coke or Pepsi or whatever.
Yeah. How long did you have to watch her the entire 24 hours or like just till the sun
they
came
were
up,
they were pretty insistent that she needed to be awake for a fair amount of time.
Gotcha.
They were,
and the boyfriend would have been like, yeah, no, I'll watch him, and I won't just totally fuck her and let her go to sleep. I definitely won't do that.
Yeah. The boyfriend was just completely.
Yeah.
He just went to sleep. He's like, I don't know, who fuck them. They don't know what they're talking about. Blah blah blah. And it's like,
doctors
you know what?
don't know what the fuck.
Fair to middling.
Yeah, I was
she'll
gonna
be
say,
fine, and she was fine. Like to give his side of the thing a little bit of credence there. Like they said she'd be probably be fine, and he he was right. She was fine, but like.
Well, I mean, you kept her from fucking going to sleep, though, right?
Yeah, it's
I mean,
a fucking head wound.
You don't know that it would have been fine if you hadn't.
Yeah, and it's a head wound, so it could have gone bad real fast, real unexpectedly. Like one of those things where there's zero warning prior to that occurring. But I don't know. It was I was not real happy with the whole situation. But
yeah, no, that was some bullshit. That sounds like some bullshit.
Bye.
And just it reinforced the basic lesson that I think we should all learn, which is that sometimes you just gotta let people put themselves in deadly risk of dying because fuck them.
Yeah, no good deed goes unpunished.
Yeah.
That's the lesson of the story.
Yeah, it's not like I was like, hey, the best way to say thank you is on your knees, bitch. It's just like, it's a casual, like, hey, I appreciate you watching over me for fucking 9 hours alone.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Let me tell you what I would appreciate.
Yeah.
I would appreciate you blowing me to completion.
Yes. I mean, she was a pretty girl. She couldn't have sex without being drunk, and that's just kind of a fucking turnoff.
Yeah, I hear you,
so
dude.
Even if that was a case of like, even if that was going to happen, I mean, it wasn't going to happen, but even if it was, it would be kind of like, do I really want it?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't have some bitch blow me or fuck a chick that didn't want to but felt obligated to. Yeah, I would not be able to.
Well, not only didn't want to but felt obligated to, but could not physically bring themselves to do it without being really
without being fucking wasted.
And that's like how she'd sleep with her boyfriend and shit. Like that's why I imagine he was so mad. It's because he knew like that was his one chance, like anytime soon to get fucking laid.
Is everyone?
Yeah. But she's probably not going to drink again for a while after this.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm not going to get laid for possibly weeks.
Yeah, so I
fucking
just figured...
horrible. Yeah, I hate him, but fuck him, dude.
No, fuck him. No, it's not an excuse. I'm just saying, I can kind of see why he might have been a little annoyed. Just the attitude was unacceptable.
Yeah, it was definitely misplaced anger because he really should have just been pissed at himself for doing some stupid shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the reason you're not having sex right now is because you can't get your girlfriend up. You got butterfingers. Butterfingers.
Yeah. And you didn't even manage to, like, have her... You know what I mean? Like you would think
get the
it
fall
would kind of
controlled
maneuver
a little
itself
bit.
to-
This over with.
yeah, break the fall a little. Jesus Christ. You let her fucking forehead break her fall.
Yeah, it was, dude. It was fucking. It was hard to watch.
Oh, you actually
Sadly,
saw
there's
it
no
happen?
video. Yeah. Oh, we all saw it happen.
Wow, okay, I
Because
gotcha.
when
All right.
somebody in the kitchen starts picking the girl up and spinning around in a circle,
Yeah, it's gonna
drunkenly
draw
at a
you
party. Everybody wants to see how that's going to play out because we all knew it wasn't going to play out real well. Like, you know,
The bystander effect, because you know, like somebody should have been getting nearby, I guess maybe, but
yeah.
it's
Somebody
that thing of
should have
like the more people around, the less likely anybody is to help.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. It was definitely it went down pretty much exactly like you would expect it.
Oh fuck.
Is everyone alright?
Man, it was a fun party other than that though. Like it was
Sounds
cool
like it.
right up until, you know, people started getting dropped on the fucking heads.
Yeah. Did that ruin the mood, or did that just delay the partying for a minute?
It did not ruin the mood. Everybody kept partying for like a couple hours after that. No, it fucking killed everything. Everybody fucking was done after that. That's like, it was maybe like an hour later everybody went home. Yeah, I know, it was obviously the fucking end. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's a good story, dude.
It was fun up until that point, but not memorable of any kind. Like, yeah, so it wasn't like some sort of
Is everyone alright?
fancy pants party anyway. It was one of the few times I made Jello shots, and they came out pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. Because I was the kind that would bring over like, you know, a couple of bottles of liquor, as opposed to like what do you call it?
Like a 6-pack, good for
like
you.
a 6-pack or something, or like a 12-pack or shit. Because I was there to fucking party, and I wanted everybody to party with me, and we were all gonna get real fucked up. One of the reasons why occasionally I miss drinking, but then I remember like all those hangovers, and I'm just like, nah, it's all right.
Oh yeah, yeah. I definitely had some brutal fucking day afters.
Yeah. Yeah, hangovers are pretty fucking unpleasant in my opinion. That was enough to... Mainly, the main reason I stopped drinking was just like... Man,
Yeah, it's
I
not
am
worth
not
the
a
next
fan
day.
of that next day shit.
Yeah. Yeah, when you're younger, you can shake it off, get through the next day, even if you have to, like, work and shit. But yeah, the older you get, especially,
Yeah.
your body does not bounce back like it once did.
Nope, it does not. It does not at all. Yeah, I think the tequila hangover is the one that did me in, which is not surprising because I'm sure anybody who's ever had anything to drink would agree that tequila hangovers are a whole different fucking ball game.
I've never drank tequila, dude.
Oh, you've never drank tequila? Okay. There is
I
something.
can never get past the smell, dude.
There
It smells fucking rotten to me.
A viciousness to a tequila hangover that is just a whole different level of existence than a regular hangover. It's like a whole different level of pain. It's so much worse.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
There's something about
honestly,
it being
dude.
cactus juice. I don't know what it is, man. It's
Yeah, somehow it dehydrates you more because it's a cactus or something.
It is, yeah. I don't know what it is, man. But like, I've had hangovers from like schnapps or whiskey or rum, or just, you know, drinking a lot of beer. But god damn, dude, the fucking tequila hangover was just, you know, it didn't help that I drank a whole bottle.
Right.
You know, I'm pretty sure that might.
Yeah, I drank nearly. The most I did, I drank nearly a whole bottle of Southern Comfort.
Is everyone alright?
I drank a lot of Southern Comfort, dude.
Southern Comfort, yeah. You'd probably be on the same level with the hang. Well, you'd be close, yeah.
Yeah. And then my friend's mom who I think she thought she was helping, but it just made it worse. It was like, yeah, no, there's something in Southern Comfort that kind of like upsets your stomach and makes you want to throw up.
It's all the sugar.
So now I fucking drink it, and I'm like, after that, when I drink it, I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna fucking throw up.
Yeah, there's something
But I
in
don't have
Southern
to drink a
Comfort
whole
that
lot.
fucks you up. It's called sugar, and there's a lot of sugar in there.
Yeah, it's an
compounds
incredibly
the
sweet
dehydration
fucking,
effect that makes you fucking miserable.
yeah. Yeah, any alcohol that tastes that fucking sweet, it's pretty obvious there's a shitload of sugar in it.
Yeah. Well, it's
'Cause
something
that was
about
the
sugar compounds the alcohol's effectiveness as far as like stripping water out of your system.
Oh, right.
You can
Gotcha.
dehydrate things with sugar just as well as you can with like alcohol or salt. It's like
Right.
it just sucks all the water right the fuck out. And so when you have a lot of sugar in your liquor, yeah, it'll fuck you up more the next day.
Let's get this over
It's, the sugar helps.
Yeah, most of the shit that I drank was like fucking that kind of shit. It was either that or fucking rum, mostly rum and coke, and
This
amaretto.
one, I think we can handle.
Amaretto. I used to like amaretto. Amaretto was one of my preferred drinks. I really liked that shit.
Yeah, it's made out of almonds, apparently.
Made out of magic. Magic is very nice.
Yeah, Di Serrano.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
that's
just a
that
really, really
one
good kick
brand.
out of amaretto. It was one of my favorites.
Yeah, I think somebody had gotten me an amaretto sour. So, obviously sweet and sour, whatever mix. I think I said sweet and sour. I was buying it in a store, and some old lady was asking me about it. And I said, yeah, no, you mix it with the sweet and sour sauce. Instead of the mix,
sauce.
yeah.
Took me a second to catch up there. I was like, oh, yeah, you mix it with sweet and sour. Wait, there was more words after the sweet and sour. Hold on.
Yeah, she's like, do you mean the sweet and sour mix, like for drinks? Oh, yeah, I did mean that.
I'm an adult.
I think I was in my, I was in my early 20s, I'm pretty sure, so. Barely.
That's what you're supposed to say at that point. So you just break the tension.
Yeah. I'm a young, dumb idiot.
Hi, lady. I'm grown up.
I'm technically an adult, but only chronologically.
I have a piece of paper that says I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, I was definitely at least 21 because I was buying the liquor myself. So.
Oh, that's good. Man, what else is going on? Because I know there was some other shit that went down. There's more stuff about that fucking Scottish company, the one where they sell the land in Scotland with the title.
Oh yeah, the
that
established
everybody's
title.
all up in arms over.
Oh god. Yeah, I am really shocked that turns out to be a scam. Who knew? Who could have possibly known?
Well, but if you look
That
at
you can't
everything, if you look at all the information together, like if you ever looked at any of the stuff, like the websites for that, like it very clearly doesn't say that you're actually some sort of Scottish lord or that you'll actually own a piece of property. It all very clearly kind of leads you to being a novelty thing, that you're just buying a good story and a piece of paper to like put on somebody's wall so that they'll remember this story and be able to tell their friends this story, you know?
You're like, yeah, no, I bought this. I really thought this made me a lord.
But
or if nobody knew about it, you could be like, hey, call me sir. Look at this, sir.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a Scottish noble because I paid this money online. You have to say this and blah 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 and everything. But the part that gets me is there's a whole bunch of other companies that company so the main company that runs the Scottish title company thing also runs a bunch of other really dodgy companies. And so everything they run is a scam. And like I kind of the thing with that one is I just don't feel any sympathy for anybody who's dumb enough to get into that, because how are you that stupid?
Yeah,
you know,
there was the one about the what do you call it, the bidding shit, where you have to pay for all the bids that you put in.
Yeah,
I saw that because there was a company called BZID that did that shit. I didn't even look into it, but I was like, I guarantee you have to pay. Like, oh, you only have to bid like a penny more at a time, and I'm like, I bet you have to pay all of that shit. I bet you have to pay for every bid you make. Like, not even looking into it, I figured that out. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, because it's usually fairly easy to figure those things out. They're not difficult.
Yeah. And yet people fall for that shit. Fucking.
Yeah, there's some fucking dumb motherfuckers out there.
Looks like some crops are
Yep.
But that company also runs other ones. One of the biggest ones right now is it's the Japanese knives that they're selling.
Yeah.
You've seen all the people are selling those stupid like Japanese knives and like these are the best knives. But when you listen to like the ad reads and stuff, because you hear them on all the different SJW and anti-SJW channels, like they're all doing it. You'll notice that it never actually says they're made in Japan or by anybody who's Japanese.
Yeah, it's like they'll say like Japanese style, but they'll say Japanese nice and big, and then say style nice and quiet.
Yeah.
Japanese style knives.
Exactly. And it's like, you again, you kind of got to wonder, like, how are you all this dumb?
Hello, little crappies.
Like, I understand that people are upset, but at the same time, you kind of got to be willfully kind of ignorant to be that fucking stupid.
Yeah. No, I loved how the ones that were doing the reads were like, "Oh, I'm not doing that anymore. I didn't realize it was a scam." Like, I'm sure you fucking gave a shit.
Motherfuckers knew that was a scam when they were reading it. Yeah, no, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, the quartering. Oh, I broke ties with those as soon as I found out. You're a grifting faggot, and you knew it was a fucking scam, and you didn't care because they were paying. Fuck you. I'm always shocked that you have time to make videos in between sucking Tim Pool's cock.
Oh, is he a big Tim Pool guy?
Well, anything that Tim Pool does that he gets in trouble for, he fucking, like,
Oh, he's there to be like, Tim Pool's amazing. You guys are all equal.
Yeah. It's one grifter, defending another grifter, essentially. At its core, but yeah, I was listening to the fucking that Adam Krigler. I don't know if you're familiar with him. I wasn't, but basically he was on the show for a while with Tim Pool.
Oh yeah.
And because he would actually like disagree with him and like argue shit with him. Tim, and he was also pretty popular with the Tim Pool crowd or whatever. Tim fucking booted him off the show.
Oh, because he would disagree with Tim?
Yeah, basically. And he was getting more popular.
He was getting
his popularity was starting to rival Tim's.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Well, you can't be the star of the show if everybody likes the other people more.
Yeah.
Now the smart thing to do is to embrace that and give him his own show and then start expanding a network and start looking for other people.
Yeah.
If you really want to make a business out of that, like Tim Pool's always talking about business and smart business decisions and all this shit.
Yeah.
The smart thing to do is say, like, this guy's really popular and people really like him and they agree with him. And let's be fair, Tim Pool is only on the side of politics he's on because they think there's money in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's not there because he has any, like, genuine, like, belief of anything.
Yeah. Yeah, he does his best not to express opinions. He's essentially just reads the fucking AP wire, or the fucking, whatever news is out there.
Well, then he discusses it and makes funny jokes, and he kind of alludes to being like a anti-SJW in a lot of ways, but he never really commits in any real sense of the word to any sort of belief.
Do you want to work on the farm?
Yeah.
But he has a guy on there now who disagrees with him a lot, and this guy disagrees with him on almost everything. But this guy's like just borderline communist. He just is absolutely the dumbest motherfucker you'd ever want to hear. Like everything he has, like it relies on people just being benevolent.
Oh, right. Yeah. the good nature of people.
Yeah, everything is like, oh well, people are just benevolent and they'll always do the right thing, so this will work. And it's like, but that's just not the way
You
humans
grow
are.
up, dude. Where do people grow up that believe that as adults, dude? That's fucking fascinating.
Well, and the thing is, he regularly talks about how he understands that that's not true, but everything he bases his decision making off of clearly makes it clear that he still believes it to be true.
Yeah, it's dependent on that being true.
Yeah, if all your decision making is moral because you follow that principle, then obviously you still believe it to be true, or you wouldn't make those decisions because, you know, spoiler alert, like, not only is that not true, but, like, you know, you're going to be making the wrong decision a lot if that's how you're basing it off of wrong information. You know,
yeah.
Like, that's just kind of a sort of part and parcel of the whole, like, you know, not being, because that's why the SJW stuff is so insidious. It's not like, oh, well, you know, just be nice. Just be nice and go along with it because it makes people feel better. I don't care. It causes harm to a lot of people. That's why I'm not going to be agreeable and just agree with everything they say.
Yeah.
Like, the transgender kids getting surgery raises the rate of suicides. It's not like I want people to be unhappy.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I don't want them to kill themselves. Is that so fucking wrong? Like, maybe we should slow down and figure out a better way to deal with transgenders than just to immediately recommend, like, life-altering genital mutilation?
Yeah, especially as fucking, you know, pre-teens or early teens, even late teens, actually. You know.
It didn't matter what age you are, as far as I'm concerned. That should never be your first choice anyway.
Yeah, no, you should have fucking years of fucking therapy, making sure that it's not something you're going to grow out of.
Exactly. You know, maybe it takes a couple years to get through the surgery part, but maybe that's okay because then you're still alive in a lot longer. You know, like.
Yeah, you don't get the surgery and realize, oh, I turns out I'm just gay or I'm just a lesbian or, you know, that kind of shit. It happens way more often than not.
Or I can be satisfied with just dressing the part.
Yeah, I don't need to
dress and live my life as a man with somebody that I found that wants to be with me, and they want to play along with the game and do the whole let's pretend thing, and that I'm fine with that, and that's enough for me to be okay and not have to go do this or whatever.
Yeah, it's like I wish they had a pussy, but I'll fuck her in the ass, you know, and deal with her penis.
You know, there's a lot of lonely dudes out there that'll probably take that at this point.
Yeah. Yep. Well, Blair White's boyfriend. I don't think Blair White ever got bottom surgery, right?
I don't know. I thought there was like some sort of thing where they were talking about it, and I was like, I hope not, because like you're basically giving up your ability to orgasm, and that's kind of important. Kind of a big thing, you know. I mean, it's one of my favorite parts of being alive.
And who is her boyfriend to not be able to at least, you know, jack his girlfriend's cock off when he's fucking her in the ass? What's the problem?
I would hope that he would just accept that he was gay.
You would think.
Although I can imagine those conversations. Oh, fuck. You know, he just finished blowing his boyfriend, sucking his penis until he came in his mouth. It's like, no, honey, you're totally straight. Like,
there's nothing gay about sucking a penis if
it's on me.
If it's on someone that looks like a girl. And Blair White at least, you know, makes the effort.
Blair White is
you remember
people, like, you could easily take Blair home without realizing it from a bar. And I bet you because Blair is pretty fucking clever with words and witty and shit. I bet you Blair could keep you from realizing for long enough that, like, you're like, well, it's weird she only wanted anal last night, but still, you know, like, we're gonna keep it under the sheets and all sorts of silly shit like that until, like, you're like, oh, son of a bitch, I've been fooled.
Fooled again, god damn it. Why does this keep happening to me?
Welcome back.
Yeah, no, remember Justin / Riley Dennis? Remember that dude?
Oh, the one who was
chick,
like
whatever.
basically just using his supposed status as a way to like force lesbians to have sex with him.
Yeah, to bully lesbians into letting him fuck them. Yeah. That dude was not trying. He grew his hair long and put a shitty little fucking wing makeup on his fucking eyelids, and that was about it. Maybe it's been more now. I assume somebody has at least called him out for like, dude, you're not doing anything to look like a woman.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of weird shit in that area. That guy was a weird motherfucker.
I hope
But yeah, I don't know. I guess if lesbians are too dumb to not fucking realize what he's doing, I guess. Or they want cock and they want cock every once in a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lesbian doesn't want to admit that they occasionally would like cock. That isn't just a fake strap-on cock.
Well, I always figured, like, fair to middling chance that any lesbian that wants kids is going to be like, all right, I guess I'll deal with it. Like, I can handle getting, some sex here for,
yeah, I'm going to get a baby.
For a baby.
Because, yeah, apparently regular intercourse is better for trying to get pregnant anyway.
Yeah, so the way it works is when you're just squeezing a turkey baster in, basically everything. A lot of the times they're standing up, which is dumb. But if you're smart, and you lay down and you squeeze the turkey baster in, it just sits at the bottom of the space where it would normally pool up, and the cervix is above it. When you're doing actual intercourse, the woman's orgasm causes the cervical the opening of the cervix to actually jut out into the pool of semen.
Oh, interesting.
It kind of like sticks out like a fucking, the alien with the little mouth comes out.
Yeah.
It kind of does a little alien little mouth thing into the semen over and over.
Interesting.
So every time she spasms during the orgasm, that's occurring, and it dips her cervical opening into the semen.
Yeah. Anybody listening? Is anybody listening? Probably not.
Anybody listening, watch this, look at some girl in the audience going, the fuck do you mean? Oh shit, that actually does happen when they look it up. They'll be like,
fucking orgasm.
Why does that
when
weird
I'm not wearing
fucking 42-year-old guy on the internet know that shit, and I didn't know that shit?
Fuck. That's the science lesson for the day, folks. Or the health, whatever.
That's the one where you're like, how do you know this shit, Stabby? What the fuck is wrong with you? Not only do I know
I was never.
I learned this shit when I was in like junior high. Right?
Shit.
It was like
maybe they did teach that in health class. I don't remember it though.
It was definitely not in any sort of health class.
Oh wow!
I learned it in an entirely different platform. It was the Learning Channel, TLC.
Oh, okay.
Had this.
Oh, okay, when you said you were in junior high, I assumed you meant you learned it in class in junior high. Okay, my bad. I made a bad assumption.
The battle begins.
It was a thing where the TLC had this thing called the human body or something, and they basically had like this whole series of like 5 different episodes of just weird shit about human bodies. And so I tuned in because I was like somewhere between junior high and high school, and I was like, human body sex, alright, that'll be cool. And I just got like this really intense biology lesson, and it was one of the first times they put a camera inside a woman's vagina while they were having sex.
What the fuck?
So it showed like intercourse from the inside of the female.
All right.
It was. I'm not gonna lie. It was more than a little fucking traumatic for.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't know if I want to see that.
It was not hot. It was not. I thought it was gonna be a lot hotter than that. It was not. It was not sexy at all.
No, yeah, I was gonna say I've seen that shit in fucking anime and hentai, dude, and that's fucking. All right, I didn't need to see that.
Yeah, yeah.
You would know what it looks like inside.
Thank you.
You would think when they say, you know, you get to see the cream pie action, you know, that doesn't mean it's like literally watching from the other side of the vagina. As the head of the penis keeps popping in, and you're like, yo, peekaboo. And fucking spraying semen all over the place.
Jesus, how they? I can't imagine the camera would be particularly big. You know what I mean? Like,
I have no idea how they did it. I was definitely impressed, but
all right.
I learned stuff that day.
Yeah, a whole lot more than you bargained.
Yep, more than I wanted to know.
All right.
Man, that is not worth the fucking energy for that fight. Jesus Christ. I'm playing Harvestelli yet again.
All right.
And I'm just going through and clearing up shit that I've done. Going back and like, you know, all right, well there was this thing that I missed in this dungeon, and this thing that I missed in that dungeon, kind of thing. So, like, hitting all the spots that I needed to use special items at. And, man, some of this shit is crazy. You're like, whoa, that was way above my level back then. like, I just fought a boss monster that would have, like, just wiped the floor with me. So I have 2 more bombs. Alright, I've defeated all the fears. And 2 more repair kit places.
And I'm just playing Far Cry, going up the nearest
Looking for eagles?
bell tower. Yeah, shooting eagles. Waiting for the bad guys to come by. That are somehow still all over the place, even though I've defeated the main guy and, you know, finished the game, essentially.
Yeah. Yep.
I hope you bring back souvenirs.
That post game. The only reason I'm doing what I'm doing right now is because it gives me the opportunity to do all this and build levels so that, like, when I'm facing the final boss, I'm as maxed out on everything as I can, because I feel like there's not gonna be a lot of real post game play value.
Oh,
like,
gotcha.
I can keep raising crops and selling them and, you know, making money and going off and doing shit, but, like, you know, there's no storyline anymore. It's not really, you know, all that interesting at that
This
point.
one, I think we can handle.
Yeah, it sounds kind of like what I did with Skyrim, where I just kept doing the Radiant quests because I didn't want to be done with the game.
Yeah, I could do that, but it seems like that might be kind of boring.
Yeah. That depends on how long you want to prolong it. Yeah.
Well,
I would go around all the
different. There's a lot of really cool shit you can do in Skyrim. There's a whole bunch of side quests outside of the main quest. As far as this game goes, once you're done with the main quest, there's really nothing else to do.
Alright. Yeah, no, Skyrim was pretty good about that, dude.
Like, I can keep going through, like, the areas where the monsters are, but, like, I'm one-shotting everything at this point.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
so there's no real challenge there. I've found all the different crops. I've grown them all. I've made all the cool food. I can make all the, you know, like, all my chickens are maxed out in me. Like, they all love my chickens and my sheep all love me. So I get the best quality items from them and everything. It's like, there's just not a whole lot left to do. Although I may be wrong. I think I might be wrong to some extent. Because there's a whole lot of recipes and shit that I never learned. Like, just for cooking food and everything. So I'm like, I kind of wonder if maybe I might have missed something. But everything is pretty easy at this point. So once it gets super easy, it's not a lot of fun.
Yeah, because the Skyrim one was at least like Especially I would do mostly the companions ones, and specifically the ones where somebody got kidnapped and you had to go through like a whole bandit fucking outpost or whatever, a bandit hideout to fucking, save them and take them back or whatever. I would skip the ones that were like, hey, somehow a bear got into somebody's house, go kill the bear. Like, those ones suck. Those ones are fucking terrible.
Well, because all you gotta do is go kill a bear, and a bear is really easy to kill.
Yeah, and it doesn't make a lot of sense that a bear got in your fucking house. Like, you know what I mean? It's hard to suspend disbelief. I get that the whole shit's made up, but how is a bear that's wider than your doorframe getting in your little fucking house?
That is a good question.
Like, did you raise the bear in here and he just got too big? Did you have the bear in here since he was a cub? Because it's the only way it makes sense.
Yeah, really. Like, why did you have a bear in here this long?
Right.
Why would I have a bear in here? Well, how else would a fucking bear get in your house, you dumb fuck?
Yeah, once it got even close to too big to fit through the door, you should have gotten it out of the fucking house.
Thanks. You're a lifesaver.
But yeah, it wasn't even that. It was literally like, yep, bear got in here somehow. I don't know. I know it seems like it's physically impossible, but...
That doesn't seem physically possible. Let's see. There's nothing in this town, right? Oh shit, I better get home.
There we go. Alright. He's marked. Now you're all marked for death.
Yeah, one of the fun things about this game is that you get like thank you letters from people.
Oh, for like saving them and that kind of shit,
Yeah.
or just helping them. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Like, you go through the town and you help these. There's like, in the first town, there's like 3 little kids, and you get involved with figuring out like why they're all having problems getting along, and like you do this whole long story quest where one of them, it turns out, is her family's going to move to another town and they're probably not going to hang out anymore, and then one of them runs away and all sorts of crazy shit happens. You go through all that shit, and then finally at the end of it you solve all their problems. They're all friends again. The family's not going to move, and then that's it. And then a couple days later you get a little letter in the mail. It's like, you know what, sir, I really appreciate everything you did. And each one of the little kids sends you a little letter that's just like, thanks for doing this and this and this and this. And it's weird because they're NPCs and it's all digital and this is just bullshit that somebody fucking wrote, but it makes it feel more satisfying that you did it.
Yeah, no, it's a nice touch, man. I'm surprised they hadn't done that in games before.
Yeah, like Stardew Valley, because Stardew Valley has a whole system where you're giving people shit all the time, and it's like, it'd be nice if once in a while you got like a letter from somebody that just said, I really appreciate all your help getting me fixing our communication problems between me and my sister, and we, now we get along better, and it's da 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 or something.
Yeah, it's something. It's really minor. It can't be all that difficult to put in, and yet it makes you feel like.
Well, and all the stuff you do for people in these kind of games, like the quests are not like little nonsense. It's you're protecting characters' lives and shit, like
I
rescued somebody from being murdered by thieves in a fucking cave,
Yeah.
Like,
well,
especially
kind of like
where you would expect that, like I would, if somebody rescued my life, I think the least I could do is to write a letter and be like, hey man, what you did was awesome and I really appreciate it and thank you so much, and I will always remember that.
Yeah, I would be dead I would most likely be dead if it was not for you. So I want you to know how much I greatly appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of this person died, you got.
I would at least buy them a set of fake Japanese knives from a dodgy Taiwan-based fucking company.
Yeah. And I got him a title of Sir, or Lord, or Lady.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
That shit is so funny. Like I like why people thought any of this shit was real is beyond me.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just, you know, it's like infomercials but on like the internet. And suddenly everybody's amazed that there's like liars on the internet. It's like, what? Fucking duh.
Yeah, again, it doesn't seem like it should be something that is all that hard to figure out. Like, you really think it's that easy to get a fucking lordship out of Scotland? You
Yeah.
just gotta pay $50 for a 1x1 plot of land.
Well,
Yeah.
and like Scotland wants a bunch of people that aren't Scottish,
Aren't Scottish?
owning land
Yeah.
in their country. That seems
Yeah, it doesn't seem
not
like
like a good plan for me. I mean,
I mean, they barely want to stay part of the UK. Think you
Yeah.
want fucking from America and other countries?
yeah, it just
Own
it
land
seems
in
like
the
not the
country
best
called
plan
North.
if you run a country to be like, well, anyone that wants to can just buy 1 square foot at a time. Like, so China goes and buys like 50,000 square feet of Scotland, and that's not going to like raise any eyebrows and be like, maybe this is something to be a little concerned about.
Hello, little crappies.
Yeah, no, it's insane. It's fucking so ridiculous that people actually fall for that shit. But yeah, no, the people that again took that sponsorship and are acting like they didn't fucking know is infuriating.
Yeah, that is. I can understand. I think that's why that one guy who made the video that got so big off of the what do you call it? Stabby went fucking retarded.
Who was
Off the
wait,
Scottish
who
title
did?
thing, there was a guy that his video is the one that made like everybody like
Realize?
take notice. Yeah.
The dumbasses that somehow didn't understand that was a fucking scam all along. Yeah. And the people that are that fucking stupid.
I'm amazed that there's a bunch of people who left comments on his video, his original video, about how they felt ripped off or whatever.
Yeah,
I'd be so embarrassed.
Yeah, I would not fucking. Yeah, I would not publicly put that on there. I might try to message him privately and be like, "Hey, it turns out I'm a fucking moron, and you helped, so thank you." But yeah, I would not do it in fucking even anonymously online. I wouldn't fucking do that.
No, I would not want anyone to ever find out that I was that stupid.
Yeah,
I would be so ashamed of myself. But, you know, there's a lot of people, I guess, with no shame, so whatever.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a big issue nowadays. The lack of shame. People used to be, properly. Yeah, like
there
homeless
are things
people.
there are things you should be ashamed of if you do. That's true.
Yeah. Homeless people used to, not be like, hey, I deserve all this shit. I deserve to be able to squat on a fucking, a park.
Some guy's fucking fence.
Yeah.
That's the one that I always go back to, because that's one I see every day when I go to work, and I'm just like, that poor son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, this dude worked all his life, bought that fucking house. It's super convenient. He can walk out of his house and go across the street to a little, like, convenience store and a laundry store, like, Matt, and, like, all this other shit that's right there. You know, a couple, like, little restaurants in that little shopping center. And, now every time when he leaves his house, he's got to walk by the hobo that lives on his fence and shits and pisses by his fence every fucking morning.
Yeah,
like,
God damn.
Don't tell me that the buildup of that smell isn't in his house.
Right. Yeah, very quickly, you're going to get that urine and fucking, absolutely.
Yeah, and the police aren't doing anything about it because they apparently don't do anything anymore about anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they don't want to be called istophobic or whatever.
Yeah, whatever sort of brand of bullshit is getting sold these days.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm like, God damn, dude. You're bums. You're fucking homeless. Why do you think you're entitled to shit?
Well, because they've
Especially
literally
when they're
just
doing
been giving
shit that's
free
like
money to
literally
hobos
breaking
for
up.
so long.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
I guess it isn't that
they
surprising
think they're
because they are
entitled to
giving
it because the
they've been
states
getting
have
it.
been saying that they are entitled to it for so long. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched an interview with this guy in San Francisco. He's like, "Yeah, I'm absolutely here for the free money. Why else would I be here?" And he says, if nobody was handing out money, I'd still be homeless. I'd just be really poor."
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that's a fucking issue. It's like, you can't even cut them off, really, because what the fuck, dude, you've been giving them money. Now they fucking expect it. Now they, again,
I'd say you
feel
can cut
entitled
them
to it.
off. I think they should cut them off. I think they should
Yeah,
all
yeah,
be,
absolutely. Yeah.
and I think they
But,
should all be chased off the street. Like, all right, well, go live homeless somewhere outside of the city or the town or anywhere where people live. Like
right.
we all, but then also there's a lot of problems going on right now. Like I understand where people is coming from because, like what the median house price in California is what $750,000. The average salary is $50,000 a year.
Yeah, yeah. Now, we talked about it last week. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah. I was just saying. So like shit like that. It's like, well, yeah, obviously there's a lot of homeless people.
Yep. It's some fucked up shit, man.
I'm just glad that
Yeah.
like my biggest concern right now is like, do I buy a new like device to smoke my weed from, or do I just buy replacement parts for the one that I've got and not worry about trying to find a new device altogether? Like, and it's a pretty easy set of decisions to make.
Oh shit! I accidentally killed the fucking sales guy. Whoops.
Oh, what are you murdering now?
Yeah, in the game, there's like any outpost, you have like a trading post or whatever where you can get more ammo, body armor, or whatever.
Yeah.
Pretty much
Somebody's
anything.
selling some shit because they're soldiers, so they might as well.
Yeah, and then there's also like guys called Sherpas, like the people that help climb Mount Everest, that type of person, I guess. That's what they call them, and that's what they're called in real life. But yeah, they're like wandering trading posts basically. They have everything that you can buy at the trading posts, apparently in a backpack kind of. It's ridiculous, but whatever. Yeah, and I accidentally hit the wrong button and fucking sliced the guy instead of talking to him.
Well, they all have digital families with digital mouths to feed. And...
This is true. They got to make a living too. They got to make that digital living.
Ooh, I found a hidden cave, and it's got a big box of treasure in the middle.
Oh, Jesus, did I not go off?
I just learned a new fucking recipe of food I can make too. Nice.
Oh god, dude, this machine gun I have is totally unfair. It's a lot of fun to use though.
Oh, these are one of those things where it's like, you just
yeah, it's a 50
win
cal.
every day.
Dude, it's a 50 cal machine gun. And the mobility is like average. Like it's not like super. Like mobility should be 0 or 1 or whatever the fuck the lowest mobility is. It's a 50 caliber machine gun, but like it doesn't really slow you down that much. And like one fucking bullet will kill pretty much anybody.
Yeah, a 50 caliber is like that. One bullet from a 50 caliber will kill most things.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's fucking. Yeah, so I don't even use my fucking sniper rifle. I don't know why it took me this long to figure it out, but like you get decent range with it too. Like the range is essentially unlimited because it's a 50 caliber bullet coming out of a machine gun.
Nice.
So it's fucking pretty high velocity,
Well, I mean, 50 calibers are basically like anti-tank, sniper, like extreme range sniper weapons.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing the ones where like, no, so I know where they're at, so I'm going to put the bullet through the wall and through the guy's skull. And they
Yeah.
did it, and they do it. Like, yeah, 50 cal is pretty good penetrating shit.
Or there's that light tank, and I'm just gonna go ahead and
Let's get this
put a
over
bullet
with.
through that tank where the driver should be sitting, and see if I can kill him that way.
Yeah, anything that's not, again, armored against, heavily armored is going to be fucking toast. It might as well be fucking, like those walls on the old Japanese places where it's just made out of paper.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
I
forgot to
hate that
eat
it only
food.
kills the amount of civilians.
Is everyone all right?
Because this game will literally, you'll just drop dead if you kill too many civilians.
Oh, you'll just die spontaneously?
Yeah, it's like you kill like 5 civilians in too short a time. It's not even like, if you wait long enough, you can probably kill as many as you want. But if you kill 5 civilians too close together, like the 5th one dies, then you're just fucking keel over dead.
I think we might be
Ah,
able to take it
interesting.
down.
Yeah,
The battle begins.
yeah, and to be fair, you have to be trying to kill that many. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's almost impossible to do it accidentally.
Yeah. Well, every game is going to have whatever the balance is, so like some games find a balance by making like civilians really easy to kill, and you get in a lot of trouble if you kill them, and then, just the way it is.
Yeah, this one apparently you commit suicide because of the guilt or something. No, it doesn't say that, but it's a good story.
It makes sense.
Why not? Yeah. Oh my god, I killed a 5th person. I can't live with myself. I'm going to off myself immediately. But if I kill like 3 people and then I go somewhere else, drive a few miles, kill a couple more.
Oh,
That's
everybody
totally fine.
conveniently forgets at a certain point.
Yeah. Yeah, you go to another jurisdiction or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's
Something
like
like that.
in Skyrim, you kill a bunch of people in one city, and then
Yeah.
you go to another city, and everybody's like, whatever, what's going on, man? Nobody cares.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You don't have any bounty here in Hjalmark, so go on. We do not share information the way the military and police do for, elementary school. Posts about local elementary schools.
Well, like, you can be the person who runs the Thieves Guild in Riften, and then the Jarl of Whiterun. Like...
Yeah, or
you're like a fucking noble in the city of Whiterun, but, like, you move over to Riften and you're running, like, a crime ring.
Yeah. Well, you can't be the Jarl, but yeah, like you can be a Thane or whatever. Yeah, I hear you.
Sorry, Thane. Oh,
Here's
that's what I was thinking of. I used to use the wrong word.
Yeah, no, I got you. Just in case anyone's listening, for all the listeners out there, I don't want them getting the wrong idea.
Yeah.
It'd be tragic.
Oh, yeah, you get in trouble for fraud.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah.
All right.
Misleading people about nobility is wrong.
Yeah, it's an imaginary game with tragic consequences. Fuck, it's getting cold. Oh shit! She bought me a fucking case of monsters. All right, that was hell of a nice of her. All right.
I like that you mentioned how cold it is right as I fucking freeze everything over in the game by flipping one of the little switches in a cave.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, relatively cold, and even for here, it's not really that cold. I just have to put a beanie on. I'm still wearing a shirt and shorts.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Let's get this over with.
They're listening to the
Wear, like,
TV
a
very
shirt and
loud out
shorts, and
there.
when it's chilly, you just put on a fucking beanie and you're good. Like,
All right.
yeah, I do.
Yeah, I gotta mute for just a minute. They got the TV very loud out there, and I'm going outside. So give me like 10 seconds. Come back up, goddammit. What the fuck? There we go. No? Nope. What the?
Oh, wait, I realize I'm still live. Just because I can't hear him doesn't mean I'm not on air anymore.
Yeah, don't worry. Nobody's listening.
Fair
I don't
enough.
think. Actually, I should probably check. There might be people listening. I have not checked since we started. So, yeah, we're an hour 40 in. We should probably see if anybody's bothering to fucking...
I've checked a
Well,
couple of
we know
times.
if it
I
was,
haven't seen anybody on there.
if it was Stench Ever, he would definitely be gone by now.
Yes.
Oh, shit. I forgot that I did not mute anything before I went live. So let's get that down.
Man,
There we go.
I'm gonna have to fire you.
Yeah, there's nobody in the chat. I mean, besides me, obviously.
Well, that works.
I'm going to go back to playing my silly little football game as we do the rest of the stream.
Hey, you know what? It's quality entertainment.
Yeah, this one actually has, like, it's really basic, and again, it's like it's very much inspired by the old Tecmo Bowl on the original Nintendo. It's still fun to play though.
Huh.
If you like football, or sports in general, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not a big sports guy.
Really? I hadn't noticed. Dude, you have no idea.
A lot of people find out.
Yeah, you have no idea, dude, how many times I want to post shit about sports just to fuck with you.
Oh, yeah, I imagine that's a tough one to avoid, yeah.
And conspiracy theories. That's the other shit. Like, I constantly
I'm a fan
have
of
to
conspiracy
resist
theories. Share all the ones you want. Yeah. I may not
know
well,
them.
No,
I'm talking about the ones that you are probably not necessarily going to be into, like aliens and fucking shit like that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, yeah.
Know, man. I like hearing about conspiracy theories, even if I don't believe them. I mean, I've listened to a bunch of shit on the flat Earth. Those guys are pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, man. It's the way you kind of look at it. Like, if I just go into it considering it an entertaining story instead of, like, worrying about whether it's true or not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's my attitude. I'm like, all right, well, let's see. Well, fuck, then. They've really fleshed out the lore on this bullshit. This is pretty fucking entertaining. Yeah, the flat Earth is definitely one of those.
Yeah, I'm 100% on that camp. Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah,
I have no problem with enjoying a good conspiracy theory tale.
Yeah,
some wackiness going on there.
But yeah, it is kind of waste though, because there's people that put so much effort into that, and it's so obviously not fucking true.
Yeah,
it's kind of tragic. Like, it's funny on a certain level, but it's also kind of tragic because there's some people that seem to be fairly intelligent. Like, it's not just fucking dumbasses that fucking believe that shit.
Yeah. People
that are at least, average to even above average intelligent believe dumbass,
Well,
No, I remember checking because I don't assume anything, but I have definitely gone, at the ocean and fucking watched through high-powered binoculars, watched a fucking boat go over the horizon.
Oh, yeah.
Not that I really doubted it, but I'm like, well, I'm here, and my dad's got these really powerful binoculars. I might as well knock this one off the list.
Yeah, well,
I'm definitely around.
All the beaches I go to on usually are near Bodega Bay. And so, there's always fishing boats going in and out of Bodega Bay because it is a bay, and then they do have a pretty not the biggest port for fishing, but a pretty good sized port. There's always seafood available there if you want to buy it, and they bring a lot of the seafood that goes to the grocery stores in the local area there. And so I can see ships going over that horizon all the fucking time.
Yeah, you don't really even need binoculars.
Yeah, no. It's
but then again, like the flat Earths are like, no, because it's a trick of the eye because you can't see that far, so it looks like it's disappearing over the horizon.
So do they think it's like a render distance issue?
Yeah, dude.
Like your
They
brain
think
just
like
can't fucking render shit that far away.
yeah, or like there's some kind of refraction going on or something. I don't know, dude. It's fucking bizarre.
I wonder if that's
Yeah.
true. I wonder if something, even if it was sufficiently sized that you should still see some sort of indicator of its presence, even well beyond a normal human range of vision.
I think that it can happen. Like there are times when they see like cities in the sky because there's weird temperature inversions and shit. Like that does happen. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's crazy, but yeah, that does happen. But yeah, it's not. Yeah, not all of it. In fact, it's not usually going to be syncing up that well. Like if you're going to see a ship like that, it would look like it's in the fucking sky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't look like it's just disappearing over the horizon.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Because one of them was like, "Well, if you watch a person walking away, once they get far enough away, like you can't see their feet. You can't see their feet first, and then you can't see their legs, and then you can't see their body." I'm like, no, that's not how it works at all, dude.
Well, there's there's a bunch of them that have done like the laser tests and shit. Like all these various different like scientific tests with like actual like scientific measuring devices. And have proven beyond the shadow of a doubt that the Earth is definitely round themselves on multiple occasions.
Yeah. Oh, the other one is they're like, well, if it's this far away, then it should be up this high, and you shouldn't be able to see that far. Like, no, it's falling away from you. It's a round. We're on the outside of a round object. You know what I mean? Like you would be losing.
Yeah.
And they're acting like it should be building up. Yeah. Am I making sense of the way I'm explaining this? Like everything's falling away from you. It's a fucking round thing, and they're thinking it's like concave, like we're on the inside of it or something. I guess. They're like, no, you shouldn't be able to, because if it was curved, then after 3 miles, it would be like 3 feet higher. Like, no, it would be 3 feet lower. You fucking idiot. Yeah, so it's fucking insane.
But
the shit they come up with.
Yeah, like I said, though, there's a lot of entertaining conspiracy theories out there that even I've seen,
Yeah, for sure.
Who out there hasn't watched at least one video or short documentary on JFK? That is some crazy fucking theory,
Yeah, you know which one I haven't looked into them, and I don't fucking way too much about the JFK shit. But the Martin Luther King one, dude, I did not know very much about that at all.
There's a Martin Luther King conspiracy? Like, I know Martin Luther King was really not a really great guy. Like, he was actually kind of an asshole.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he fucked a lot of women.
He did good things. He did good things, but he was kind of a scummy piece of crap kind of guy.
Yeah. I don't know what besides the fucking fucking every woman he could, but overall, at least in public,
I heard
seemed like a really good guy.
I heard he was not uncommon to give people beatings or something like that.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
I thought that was it. I thought that was it. Like that he fucked a bunch of women and his wife, and he was more than happy to rough some people up when it came down to it. Man, he was like, "I'm ready to fucking brawl."
Yeah. Well, I know that like the FBI was trying to blackmail him because J. Edgar Hoover fucking hated him, dude, and they would like mail him pictures that they had of him like fucking other women, however they got him, or meeting up with them or whatever. Trying to say like you better fucking disappear or fucking stay out of the public eye or we're going to fucking ruin you publicly. Yeah, apparently, because I was watching Wendigoon did a video.
Oh yeah, Wendigoon, yeah, he talks about all that stuff.
Yeah, and he seems to be fairly measured and is really interested in trying to find out like what seems to be true and what doesn't seem to be true.
As long as you stay away from religion.
That
retarded around Christian shit.
Yeah, well, he admits he's a Christian, then he has a bias.
Yeah.
But,
he doesn't try to pretend that he's not super biased. It's just That's when he starts getting
Yeah.
kind of dumb, and you're like, all right, I'm not really interested in that video. It's not like anyone's
Yeah,
just
although
not listening anymore.
the one on Waco, he was pretty fair. He was like, yeah, no, David Koresh was a scumbag. Although I think he did believe that he was, doing good or whatever in his head. But
Yeah.
fucking 14-year-olds when you're in the fucking,
Like our
just
age.
because it's legal to marry a 14-year-old when you're 29, if the dad says it's okay, doesn't make it any less scummy.
That's one of those things that
So
really
he's pretty fair
pisses me
about,
off.
like, yeah, he wasn't a good guy, but
I was gonna say that's one of those things that really pisses me off that it's still legal.
I hope you bring back
yeah, like if your parents are fucking allow it, it's okay. Dude.
Yeah, like that
Yeah.
14-year-old shouldn't be put in a position where they have to make the choice of marrying or not getting married based on whatever it is their parents say, you know?
Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah, that is definitely disturbing.
Marriage
Yeah, it
is a
should be the
lifelong
same.
commitment that should be made when you're an adult.
Yeah,
Period.
or at least at the fucking age of consent, at a bare minimum, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it should definitely. It's a fucking it's essentially a legal fucking. Is it considered a contract? Whatever the fuck it is, it's a legal
legally
thing.
binding contract.
Yeah, so you're right. It should be 18. You should have to be an adult.
Yeah,
Fuck the age of consent.
Should not be available to anybody under the age of 18. Period. No questions. Frankly, I don't think you should be able to get married until you're at least 25. But I get it. If you're gonna make people adults, you gotta just let go of that shit.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is.
Yeah, there should be some kind of mid-range there from 18 to 25 where you're mostly an adult, but not completely. I don't know.
Well, and it's not like I want to take away people's, freedom of choices as much as just like, man, that's something that you really shouldn't make a decision on until your brain is fully developed, and that's about when people's brains fully develop is 25.
Yeah, where the rational part of your brain is fully developed is 25, yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I think that's 25. It's not that I want to take away people's choices, it's that I'd like them to be more appropriately aged to make said decision.
Yeah, it should definitely, you definitely want people, they have the freedom to make dumbass decisions,
Yeah.
Not hurting other people with it.
Exactamundos, sir. Exactamundo. Alright, so how do I get to there? Alright.
Do I even still have the Twitter app on here? Let's see if I still have Twitter on my fucking phone. I don't think I do.
That was silly. Like 5 big enemies look all sinister, get up and just one hit all 5. Right on.
This game is such a challenge.
Well, it's, to be fair, it's not really meant to be a challenge.
Let's get this over with.
I hear you.
And I'm kind of glad it's not, because there's a time limit. Your limits are, there's a certain amount of time every day. And then there's, you have a stamina bar that gets used up slowly as you do things. So it's based on, how much stamina you have, and you can always replace your stamina by eating food and all that kind of stuff. Oh, that's nice. Some nice plant seeds. I don't have any of those. Yeah, but it's a fun game. It's not about the challenge. I think you can turn up the difficulty level and make it harder though. Oh man, did I tell you one of my friends in the karaoke group got me back onto Sea of Thieves? And I fucking played with them, right? And it's like, oh, you're a fucking crackhead in video games. Goddamn, why did I get fucking Sea of Thieves and download that shit again? Because you're out of your fucking mind. Sea of Thieves is a game where you're gonna spend a lot of time. It's a long game. There's a lot of time when you're just not doing anything and you're just chilling on a boat, sailing somewhere to go dig some shit out of the ground.
Yeah.
Right? Or you're like, oh, well, on the other side of the world right now, there's a fort that's up, and I need to go attack that fort so I can, get some cool money shit out of it. So we're just gonna sail over there for the next 20 minutes. All right, everybody. What's up? Hey, who watched the Netflix last night? What did you watch on Netflix? Was it good? Yeah, like. And this guy's like, we're gonna go fucking kill people, blah, blah, blah. Just every 5 seconds changing their fucking mind on what they want to do. And it's just like, dude, relax. Take a deep breath. This is not that kind of game. You're gonna be on this boat for hours doing nothing. Did you not understand when you signed up that this was a grind game, not a fucking adventure?
Right. Apparently not.
Yeah, so that's definitely entertaining.
Yeah. Do you know who Jack Posobiec is?
Does not ring familiar to me, but that does not necessarily mean anything.
Yeah. No, honestly, I don't know a huge amount, but like on Nightwave, one of the guys, the Revenge of the Sith guys, one of them does a morning show, one of them does a night show by themselves. Anyways, on the Nightwave, he's in his fucking intro, like the intro before the show actually starts or whatever. He's playing this clip from Jack Posobiec, who is basically like saying like, when I left the intelligence community, that was a lie too. I'm actually still undercover. I'm still a spy. And he's talking about, I'm like, okay, if that was the case, why you wouldn't publicly say that? That's fucking insane, right?
No, you would think that would be a thing you wouldn't say. Yeah, no, you would definitely.
Yeah, he's like, no, I'm still an agent. I'm still with the Bureau, and I'm undercover. And like, no, you don't. It's such a ridiculous thing to say. It's so fucking stupid, and yet people follow this idiot.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's always going to be those fucking morons that are like, oh, well, I mean, he sounds like he understands what he's talking about.
Yeah. No, I remember that being a joke.
I don't understand why you wouldn't believe that he's a spy still.
Yeah. Yeah, or that he'd be broadcasting that fact. That seems counterintuitive to what being a spy is all about.
If he really was, that's pretty fucking smart.
Hello, little crappies.
You know what I mean?
You'll be like, oh, there's no way he's a spy if he's saying he's a spy, but then he is, really. And so that was fake cover to make you think he wasn't. Yeah, maybe. Seems like you should just shut the fuck up about it, but
I would agree. No, I'm not saying he shouldn't. I'm just saying like that is in its
not a
own
bad
way.
play.
Like, if it was that he was making it up, that would be pretty fucking impressive. It'd be like, I would never have thought that somebody would actually be willing to do something that fucking stupid to prove that they weren't stupid.
What's really funny about it is Archer. They did a joke on Archer about that. About like Archer would be all fucking drunk at a bar and he'd be calling his partner, and the partner was always in the middle of some shit where it would out them. Like they're surrounded by fucking...
Yeah. I watched a few episodes.
Bad guys.
And every time you call that poor guy up, and that guy would get fucking...
Yeah, it was multiple dudes. Like they were fucking doing
it was
like
a different guy each time.
Hey, tell these girls how we're spies, man. Come on, wingman. Tell these guys how we're spies. And it's like it cuts to the dude, and he's just surrounded with a bunch of dudes with guns pointed at him now. Like, that was a fucking joke. I'm like, this dude, dumbass, is actually going to say, no, I'm actually still with the agency. That was a cover.
Yeah.
Me leave cover. Yeah.
With excellent cover. No one would ever assume that somebody would be that stupid and still be a spy.
Yeah. What the fuck?
What?
Oh fuck! Here I'll post it. Yeah, it's just a picture of these two fucking alleged trans people that are very obviously not trying very hard.
Not what they say they are.
Yeah, you know who Gadsat is? The Canadian professor or
Yes,
whatever.
yes. Yeah, I know
Okay,
who
yeah,
Godsat is.
yeah, yeah. He posted that picture, and it basically said, "Where was it? All I see are two beautiful women out on the red carpet. Beautiful, brave women."
Oh, anytime somebody starts a sentence with beautiful brave, I throw up in my mouth a little bit.
Yeah, no, I mean he honestly seems like uh, much not really the grifter type. Like he seems to actually want to be doing good. So I don't
Oh,
mind
no,
him
no,
so
no, no, no.
much.
It's nothing to do with him particularly. It's that phrase.
Oh, I gotcha.
I
Stunning
don't
and
care who's
brave.
saying it. It's that phrase always
Yeah,
makes me want to throw up a little bit at this point because it's like
yeah,
it's never the
yeah,
true. You know, it's always bullshit.
yeah. Stunning and brave is the worst, dude. If you're stunning and brave, you're gonna see some fucked up shit.
Exactly. That's the one where you gotta be like, ah. I don't know about that. That seems pretty fucking dumb to me.
What the hell? Mm, Skyrim player showing like.
It's like I tried to watch this cartoon that looked like it was kind of like a cartoon for grown-ups, and essentially it was like this girl was the product of Satan and her mom. Like her mom fucked Satan to get pregnant.
Eh?
So and like that was all right, but it was kind of like a little weird. And then like but like at some point in the show, there's some guys in the bathroom that are like rude and they're like, oh, you're kind of hot and beating up on this guy that she likes. So she just fucking murders them all with her weird psychic powers. And like
Oh.
everybody's just totally fine with that.
Mhm.
And you're like,
Yeah. Wow. All right.
yeah, I don't know about that. That seems kind of like not cool. I'm not into that. It's like I like this podcast, the PKA podcast. I was super into it for a long time. And then the fucking all three of the people who are the main people on the show, the main hosts. The last episode I watched, they were just talking about how they were gonna get to go to like the Ukraine and hang out with their buddy who flies drones for the Ukrainians, and maybe they'd get to drop some of the bombs off of the drones, and maybe there might be some tours where you could be very well armed and armored and go out and shoot people. And I was just like, fuck you guys, that's fucking gross. Like, yeah, it's
Right.
war, and those the Ukrainians have to kill the Russians because the Russians are invading. But those are
Right.
still people. It's not a fucking all these people dying isn't just a toy for you to play with. You sick fuck.
Yeah.
Like
Jesus Christ,
have a little
dude.
respect. Like I don't agree with what the Russians are doing, but I don't think the Ukrainians are entirely innocent. And either way, I
Yeah.
don't want any of them to have to die. That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, for sure. Ugh.
And it was just like I don't think I could listen to a bunch of people that think going and traveling to another country so you can go murder some people for fun is okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Like
fucking disturbing, dude.
if you're a Ukrainian soldier and that's what you want to do, and you're protecting your country, yeah, absolutely, do that guilt free. If you're one of those people that wanted to go join their military and get paid a bunch of money to go over because you're like already got, because like let's be fair, the Ukrainians don't want a bunch of fucking untrained fat slops, and that's the
Yeah.
majority of
Yeah.
the people who thought they were going to go join the fucking Ukrainian army were just a bunch of untrained fat slobs that have no fucking idea what they're doing with a gun.
Yeah.
But there are plenty of people who have military experience. They've worked maybe for private contractors, so they can go over to the Ukraine and maybe they offer their services at a slightly lower rate, but they're still making good money. Like
Right.
those people I get. But if you're just a glorified talk show host and you want to go over and experience what it's like to kill a man, we got some fucking issues. You shouldn't be.
Yeah, no, it seems like you have to have a pretty distorted fucking sense of reality.
Yeah.
If you're like, I'm gonna go over there, it'll be fun.
See you later.
Yeah, it was pretty gross. I was just like, God damn, that's kind of fucking dark, don't you think?
Yeah, that's fucking twisted, dude. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was definitely something that made me uncomfortable. Man, it kind of looks like there might be some stuff later on down the road with this game that I'm playing right now. Like, you can kind of see where there's areas on the map, the main map, where it's like stuff could change, definitely.
Alright. Updates could be coming.
Yeah, I could see there being like a DLC with some more stories after you've completed the main quest line. Because you do spend an awful lot of time getting to know like the other people in your group and helping them with all sorts of shit, like personal shit. So like you're super close with everybody. Mm-hmm. So I could totally see there being like a lot of what do you call it?
Expansion.
Potential for DLC packs to be sold.
Nice. Yeah. I don't think I'll ever buy a fucking any kind of battle pass that says like, yeah, you'll get all the shit later when that comes out.
Oh, that's like the new version of prepaying for a game.
Yeah,
it's a bad idea.
Because what was the game? What was the one that you were playing where you were supposed to get all the future DLC free, and then they decided that nope, this was not part of that. Yeah.
Yeah, bought the fucking Game of the Year version type thing, where essentially it's like with every game they have a Game of the Year version. It's not always called that; it's called different things. But yeah, where it's like you get all the DLC for free when it comes out because you paid all this money in advance. And so even if the DLC is like, not free, you won't have to pay anything, so you save a bunch of money. And it was like, all right, that's kind of cool. But yeah, it was it was all a big dirty fucking lie.
Yeah, that should be fucking illegal. Especially if they said, yeah, all the future DLC you get for free. Yeah, unless we need more money, then we can charge you for it later too.
Yeah, I'm 100% on your team with that one. I'm not arguing with that. It shouldn't be legal.
Yeah, I can't imagine there's many consumers that aren't.
I spent $150 to get the game and all the DLC like unlocked, like for free, like that.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I did not have a problem with how much I spent. I enjoyed playing that game a lot.
Yeah.
Had they run the servers properly, it would have been pretty cool. And I'd probably still be playing it.
Mm-mm. Yeah, especially when they drastically change shit, dude.
Yeah,
now your calls are almost worthless.
Yeah, it's hard for people to understand just how bad like that is.
Yeah, no, it makes perfect sense to me, dude. I'd be fucking mad.
Oh, that must have been where I picked up some loot or something. Going back through old dungeons, because in every dungeon there's like things where you gotta blow shit up or use a repair kit on.
Alright.
And some of the stuff I have to unlock is like you gotta 100% find all of certain things, so like you have to use a repair kit on everything that can be repaired, you have to use a bomb on everything that can be bombed, and then you unlock the third tier cheese maker.
Wait, is it literally a cheesemaker? Or is that a joke?
No, I'm unlocked because you're a farmer. You're growing shit on
the farm.
Right.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
There's a bunch of like cheese makers and shit like that.
All right. For some reason, I was still thinking Conan. That's why I was throwing me off.
Although Conan had like bees and farm stuff there too. Like you could grow a bunch of fucking plants and
I think we
mix
might
them
be
all
able
up.
to take it down.
All right.
The battle begins.
That's part of what made Conan fun. It was a good mix of you're gonna collect a bunch of shit and you know like what was it? Sorry, little gas there. And then and you're gonna build like cool houses and all the fun stuff. But then like you know you get to go fight like these giant monsters and demons and stuff as well. So it's not just like
Yeah.
building a base.
That's
and
good variety.
Yeah, there's a lot of variety of stuff to do. And I had my whole like X base built and everything, but then the game just stopped working. Like every time it was like so bad, like the connection was terrible, and then just like everything I lost in that game, it seems like was because of connection issues.
Is everyone alright?
Yeah, that's
To the point where
frustrating,
it's
dude.
like, well, it doesn't matter what I do, it's gonna be fucking. You know, I'm gonna just lose this shit anyway every time now, I guess. So, kind of doesn't seem
get
to
booted
be a whole
off
lot
at
of fucking point.
moment.
Yeah, it was really annoying. Yeah, especially like the thralls that would get killed. That was probably the most annoying.
Yeah.
Because it could take you like 15-20 minutes to catch a thrall, and then like 8-10 hours to level it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So something that you
Whatever.
spent 8 or 10 hours leveling up
Let's get this over with.
is a lot of fucking work. That's got a lot of value to the player, because the only thing of any real value in the game is your time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you're losing items that you spent 8 hours creating in the blink of an eye, not because you made a mistake or because you did something stupid, but because the game just decided to arbitrarily punish you, well,
Yeah.
that's not a lot of fun.
Yeah. No, that's some bullshit.
And it
They're
would have
just
worked
like,
just
yeah, we're
fine if
gonna
the developer you bought the game from paid the money to have a solid, you know, set of servers on the internet to connect to. And the other thing is people have been complaining about that one for a long time, and they just no intention of fixing it. So it was like, not only am I dealing with the frustration of having lost most of my shit to like stupid shit, you know, like things that I couldn't possibly have anticipated. But it looks like that's just going to keep happening. Like it's not going to get fixed in the future. So it's not like if I hang on for a long enough time, eventually everything will be fixed and it'll be a lot more fun.
Yeah. 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 Or them. Yeah. All the games that come out nowadays,
Is everyone alright?
there's a patch. There's always a day one patch for a bunch of shit that they didn't fix before releasing the game.
Yeah. And you gotta
Yeah,
wonder,
that's
because in most
frustrating.
of the cases that I've ever heard, they were told these were problems long before the game was released.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not like they don't do beta testing and fucking, you know, are aware of that shit.
Exactly. Exactly. They always know way in advance the problems and choose to ignore those.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Bethesda is the worst. Because they fucking know people love Elder Scrolls or whatever other fucking franchise, and that they're going to come out with the patch. They'll fix it. The community will fix it. So why bother paying people to do it?
Yep. Every fucking time.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking nefarious, dude. Sure, we could have launched it 6 months later and fixed all that, but fuck it. These dumbasses will do it for free.
Is everyone alright?
Very true. I mean, that was the first thing you always download when you were going to replay Skyrim. Which you would go through and be like, alright, let me just download the game patch again that makes everything stable and work. That's not from Bethesda, but from the fucking workshop.
Yeah.
Even though I won't get like
Well, Elder Scrolls
achievements.
patch. Yeah, that's fucked up. Oh, you downloaded a fucking mod. Yeah, well, it's a mod that fixed all the shit you didn't fix. So you shouldn't really be taking away achievements for that.
Damn.
But whatever. I'm still gonna get the fucking next Elder Scrolls game that comes out. Although, yeah, no, I at least am old enough and have become patient enough that I'll be like, no, I'm gonna wait like 6 months until most of the shit's fixed.
Yeah, that's usually what I do. It's like the season go.
Or at least the game-breaking shit is fixed. Yeah,
Well, I mean, usually by the time 6 months or so
line.
is rolled around, everything is pretty stable at that point. But
Yeah. Yeah. Playing a game day one nowadays just seems like you're asking to be fucking frustrated and disappointed.
or like, what was it on Overwatch 2? When they first came out, there was zero playability because nobody could fucking get into the game. Like, just the servers were down from day one for like ever.
Wow. Oh, fuck.
And like, there were a lot of people that were playing, but it wasn't a case of the servers being overwhelmed. Because everybody that wanted to play still wanted to play because Overwatch 2, Overwatch and Overwatch 2 are really, really popular games.
Oh yeah, dude.
Most everybody that wanted to play still wanted to play. A couple days later when it was working all the time. But it was definitely a case of like, well, yeah, but
like, why didn't you delay it by a couple days?
and get it fixed? Yeah, I don't know. I don't fucking know. That's the game where just all the cheaters are in it anyway, so it's kind of like not very fun to play anyway. It's a shame.
Yeah, where even the new game already had shitloads of cheaters in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. That's the shit that there was fucking video evidence of people in the fucking beta testing running into people that had fucking aimbots and shit, and you're like, Jesus Christ, it's not even out yet. You fucking crazy animals. Like,
Yeah. Fuck, man.
How do you
At
manage
least
that?
a few days of no cheats before you fucking go wild with that shit.
It was pretty funny.
But again, if your theory that the cheat companies and the fucking developers are in cahoots, kind of makes sense.
People may think I'm nuts, but I think it's perfectly reasonable.
No, it's just a pretty solid theory, dude.
I think I found my last repair area, so I'm gonna make my last repair kit. And the sad thing is now I have to go to bed.
Yeah. I wish that shit could be optional, dude. I get it, if you want that for the realism or whatever, but man, I don't want to have to fucking sleep. Make my characters fucking
in the
sleep.
games? Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I like the way it is in Skyrim.
Yeah. Or you can do it, you get a little bonus, the well-rested bonus or whatever, but you don't really have to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, and to be honest, you know what? Keeping up with that well-rested bonus as much as you can. Like, don't to the point where it's inconvenient, but if you're in town already, you might as well get the well-rested bonus and get more experience on shit,
Yeah, for sure.
Or if you're going to go grind out, like, a shit ton of fucking daggers or necklaces or whatever it is you're using to get through whatever thing, like, go sleep for 8 hours right before you do it. It's well worth it. So it's like it's a great bonus that actually is worthwhile.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't need it.
Yeah, no, I would definitely do that shit before. Well, I would obviously have the blacksmith potion, the fucking, all the armor, all the pieces of armor or equipment that increase smithing, the notched pickaxe, get all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is so fucking broken though. God damn. I mean, the nice thing is it's optional. Like, if you want to go back to not have the game be broken, you can make just an average or above average set of armor.
Yeah, I think the last time I played through, I was having fun, like recreating my insane level armor and weapons, and
Yeah,
getting all
yeah,
my house things, the people that ran my little houses that I owned, and just arming the
yeah,
like holy living shit out of them.
yeah. That's
It's
just
like, oh,
fun.
now you're a walking fortress in the highest level protection, heavy dragon bone armor.
Yeah, yeah. Or dual wielding fucking dragon bow daggers that are just fucking one hit kills on almost everything.
Oh yeah,
Because yeah, you get to that point and like, oh, I got dual enchantments on two fucking dragon bone daggers.
and
Like
the
nothing's
inevitable,
going to
the
stop me.
best enchantment that has to be on every weapon like that, paralyze.
Yeah,
Because nothing
yeah,
fucks people up quicker and more completely than just being frozen for a minute.
yeah,
You will
yeah.
fucking
Although
end everyone's day if you just start paralyzing people with
Mhm.
those fucking daggers or sword or arrows or whatever.
Yeah, I think there's only one enemy in the game that is immune to the paralysis shit. Do you know who it is or what it is?
The final boss.
No, I don't think so. But no, like the regular character, not the dragon.
Oh no,
A
I don't know
regular
who that
character.
is.
Hello, little
Yeah, the Ebony Warrior.
crabbies.
Oh really? Okay, that's fucking weird. I would never have thought.
Yeah.
That.
Hello, little
You know which one I'm
crabbies.
talking about? The one
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
when
You
you
gotta
reach
go find him.
80 or whatever. The
Yeah,
last
like,
vigil.
Hello, little
Yeah.
crabbies.
Find me at the last vigil. I need to go to Sovngarde, even though I'm a fucking
Hello,
Red
little
Guard.
crabbies.
yeah.
I'm not even a fucking. I'm not even a Nord, but I want to go to Sovngarde.
Hello, little
Yeah, that didn't make any
crabbies.
sense, but whatever. Like, I got paid
Yeah.
for it, essentially. Like, he didn't give you money, but you got compensated for the quest, pretty much.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He had a bunch of fucking. Yeah, all of his shit was enchanted, obviously, and fucking. I think he had a decent amount of like jewels and shit too. But yeah, that shit was super valuable. All the shit he had was
Yeah,
super
jewels
valuable.
are a thing I needed in that game.
No, they got decent value and they don't weigh much, so that's kind of nice, I guess. But yeah,
Yeah,
no,
but
I
at a
only
certain
use them
point,
to.
like, you get so many jewels that you're like, I don't want any more.
Hello, little crabbies.
Like,
I
I did
kinda
tell you I
wanted-
used to freeze my Xbox, right?
Not surprising. Yeah, because I kind of wanted to, because I would do that with like food and shit. Like in my house, I would have a bunch of cheese wheels and sweet rolls everywhere. And I'd
Yeah, it was always
constantly
funny
run
to just,
through.
like, pick random food and be like, I'm just gonna steal every fucking cabbage in the game. All right.
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking of doing that with gems, but that's just got to be way too many because they're so tiny, dude. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, even notice they're there is fucking like you'd have to have fucking thousands of them.
All right, so that's probably how many were there.
Yeah, is that what you did?
So, you know, in the what was the mountain one? It's got the castle with like the dwarf museum in it. I forget the name of the
Fuck. Oh, Markarth.
Yeah, okay. So in that one, the home you own, there's like towards the back end of the home, as far away from the main entrance as possible. There's a table, and I would go to the end of that table near the fire and just drop all of my
All the jewels.
right there.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
And it was
I actually
pretty
like
fun,
that house,
you know.
dude.
It was,
Yeah.
you know, eventually
Yeah.
the game would just start to kind of get stuttery every time you'd walk in that part of the room. And then you just look at those jewels, and you're like, "Oh wow, that's a lot of jewels. It'd be a shame if somebody dragon shouted at him right now." And you fucking shout, and then
scatter them, dude.
and they just scatter
That's
to the
fucking
winds,
awesome.
and the game goes, "Fuck you," and dies. Like, you're just done. So quick.
Yeah, we're not even fucking trying this shit.
Because
We're just
there's
gonna shut
literally
down.
just hundreds of gems in midair, and it cannot.
Yeah, all
just
having to be
fucking
accounted
cannot.
for. Yeah. All the fucking motion of all those fucking gems at once. Jesus Christ.
I did that
Yeah,
on my PC a couple times, and it didn't crash, but it got real slow
real
for
slow.
a while.
A lot of ghosted. Or what? Wait, what do they call it? Ghosting? I forgot what they called it, like on the original Nintendo, because that would happen a lot, because they, had hardly any memory, where it would stutter and kind of fucking whatever the name of it is.
Yeah. I don't know. At the end of the day, it was pretty cool. I liked it.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, I never
favorite
tried that
things
one,
I
but
did.
yeah, I definitely enjoyed loading shit up. Not gems, because they're just too fucking small, but yeah.
Well,
I can see that
I
being
get to
fun.
a certain point where like I just couldn't even sell the gems anymore because I just had so many that like
Yeah. No, I would have
didn't have the time or the merchants available to like keep selling them.
No,
So I would just have the hundreds in chests just because like I won't do this.
Dude, I had like 3,000 of most of them. And probably like 1,000 fucking flawless diamonds, like the really rare ones. Yeah, it gets fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's nutty. It's like
this. I better go get a bunch of gold and silver, and I can turn it into rings and shit, I guess. Because that does up your smithing pretty fucking quick. So if you want to do the legendary where you reset it and then you just get it back to 100 again. Yeah, especially the gold jewelry. Any gold with any diamonds, dude, would fucking really up that smithing. I mean, all of it did a pretty decent chuck, but when you have whatever one's gold and a fucking
it never occurred to me to do jewelry as like my main way of upping my smithing.
Yeah, no, I didn't do it till well into the game, until I was again making it legendary and resetting it. Because early on it's not
a very feasible method.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I also never realized how that resetting thing worked. So I didn't realize that you could like increase your smithing to like 200% of where you were at. So I imagine at a certain point your armor is just like.
Yeah, no, it's still the same. The only real benefit of it is getting the perks back if you want to reallocate them somewhere else, and you get a bunch of additional perk points when you get it back up to 100.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you get all the perks. You unlock all the perks that you can unlock. Okay, sorry, I was confused.
Yeah, it's still the same. The buffs in that are still the same on that perk tree. So yeah, really the advantage is to get a higher fucking overall score and to get extra perk points. Yeah, no, like I said, I used to do it with the conjuration.
Let's get this over with.
I always forget which one it is because I never really paid attention to the different schools of magic. But the one there you could do detect life. So I would have equipment to where I could essentially do it, and I would never lose any magicka because I had so many buffs for that magic. And every time I'd go through a town or anywhere, I would just do the detect life spell as I was running through the town.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, I reset that like 27 times. Dude.
It's like muffle. It's like it was another good one because
Soul
you could
Trap,
muffle
maybe?
yourself anywhere.
Yeah, that one is a good one. The telekinesis goes up, has the shit go up pretty quick. But yeah, it got pretty fucking ridiculous, man. So I had 27. Yeah, I whatever that one was. I know I remember I had made it legendary 27 times.
Trap trick on Morrowind, right?
I don't remember it, but I think I remember you telling me, but I do not remember.
Oh, you could essentially raise any stat, whatever you wanted it to, permanently by doing a weird trick with Soul Trap, casting Soul Trap on the ground at the same time you're casting the spell that boosts that particular whatever it is you're boosting.
Oh, nice.
So you could give yourself like a jump power of like 20,000.
God damn.
And like just completely break the game where like, you know, your athletics were so high that every time you took a step the map just went fucking wonky because it couldn't handle you anymore.
Yeah, because you're just way too fucking fast, basically.
Well, like you would just
You
be
know what it was?
boom, you're across into the other fucking side of the map or something entirely every time. It was really easy.
Yeah. No, I remember. I've never actually played Morrowind or Oblivion, but I remember on Oblivion watching my son play it, and I'm like, how the fuck can you jump that far?
You're alive.
Like, what
Oh,
the fuck
yeah.
is going on? Yeah, because obviously you can't really do that in Skyrim.
There were a lot of creative ways to boost your stuff that you didn't have to even use the tricks like the one in Morrowind.
Right.
So
right.
like in Oblivion, like that didn't work anymore. But there were all sorts of other tricks you could use to just like get stats way high for whatever reason.
Yeah. 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 I love how people would complain about that shit. And you're like, dude, you just don't do it. And like, you don't have to do it. You know what I mean? You don't have to do it.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense that people would be mad about that. That always got to me. Yeah, I understand. It's like, why does it matter that that's a thing that can happen in the game?
Yeah, you're
don't
not
have to
obligated
choose
to
that.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because again, what I would do is just, again, make some fucking armor that was, you know, where there was at least some possibility that I could be killed, and I wasn't one-hitting, you know, every fucking enemy if I wanted to, you know.
Well, I did
Yeah.
playthroughs in Skyrim a few times where it wasn't like super easy, where I'd set it on the hardest difficulty and I wouldn't do any of the sneaky, cheaty kind of things.
Yeah, yeah. I know the first time I did the Prowler's Prophet, I found every one of those 32 stones individually.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. So when you play
without
that
going
through,
on the
you're
internet.
like, oh, man.
You know,
Yeah,
yeah,
fuck
without
that.
going on the internet. You can just go and find them in the game. It's totally possible.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was, well, at that time, I was unaware that you could do, you know, multiple ones for each, you know, you could get, well, they patched it a little, but, yeah, originally, I think I got as many as 7 just by mashing the button. Like, now, it was like, you can get like 3, maybe 4 doing it that way, so it still lets you do it if you want. That way you only have to find like, you know, maybe 10 of them instead of all 32 of them.
Wasn't it always nice that was the shit that they would fix? Like, they wouldn't
Yeah.
fix all these other things that are broken, but God forbid there be like some way that somebody found to cut corners when you're replaying, you know?
Yeah, it's like, dude, you know, leave it in. People can do it if they want, or not do it if they want. Like,
Yeah.
fucking, yeah, that was always annoying. It's like, leave
But-
people the option, man.
There's a weird glitch where it's really easy to freeze the last fight and not be able to finish it. That part they're not going to fix, though.
Yeah, yeah.
That
Yeah, any of
part
the
has
game
to get
breakers
fixed by
do it.
the fucking players.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I had a problem with Mirak because I had the dual Dragon Bone daggers, dual enchanted, both of them, you know, double enchantments. So when I hit them, it took down so much energy, it went past the speech checks.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like when you get down
yeah.
to a certain amount of health, there's like a speech check thing, and then you fight him again, get him to the next speech check.
I had a
So,
similar
yeah, it would
issue.
fuck
Yeah,
them
yeah.
up
You
so
have to like
bad.
go and equip like shitty weapons. You're like, oh,
Yeah,
I gotta go
well,
and equip
no, what-
shitty weapons because I got way too strong before I went to go fight him, and he just
Yeah.
can't fucking handle it.
Yeah, well, what you have to do on that one, there was actually a better way to do it. You just, because, you know, there's a bunch of other dragons flying around.
Yeah.
As long as you killed those dragons, you could avoid having to get shittier weapons.
Oh,
So you
it
just
wasn't
had to
even
make
hard
sure
though.
all
I
those-
mean,
No, it wasn't.
that was a
No,
fairly
but it was
easy
a nice
fight.
fix.
Shitty weapons, good weapons, didn't matter.
Yeah, yeah. I put that one off way too long. Let Mirak absorb way too many dragons' souls. Because I don't know if you remember that, but like if you're time and you kill a dragon, every time Mirak would show up and steal the fucking soul.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yes, I do remember that. That was very annoying. And it was like he would show up and steal like every other soul. It wasn't like every single one.
Yeah,
Like
that's right.
half of
Yeah.
them you wouldn't get.
Yeah, and I don't think he did it in Skyrim. I think he only did it when you were in Solstheim. If I remember, maybe I'm misremembering that, but I think it was only when you're in Solstheim, on the island or whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah, I honestly, I'm not 100% either now.
It's been a long time since I played, so I just don't remember.
Yeah, same here.
The battle begins.
Alright. How many loud fucking vehicles go up and down this road?
I think we might be able to take it down. Thanks. You're a light.
Yeah.
Dude, this spot's crazy.
Wonder what Samaj is up to. He usually stops by now.
Yeah, well, he doesn't stop by every time. Sometimes he has other stuff to do.
Yeah. I suppose. More often than not, though, he stops by.
Usually a little bit towards the end right about now, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he's
Oh yeah,
stuff
that's
with
what he
gaming.
did, right? Yeah, he came in fucking with like 10 minutes or 15 minutes.
Ooh, this boss is maybe above my level. See, that's why I'm so distracted, because everything else in this game is so easy. I'm like, what difficulty? What? No. Is it supposed to be hard?
Kind of pointless, I guess, to fucking silence the ringer on my phone, because if somebody calls,
No.
it still fucking rings.
Oh, your phone rings? I didn't hear it, so...
Yeah, luckily it doesn't come through. Well, it was only going into because I have the headset plugged in. It just goes in my ear. Maybe that's why. Maybe the phone itself isn't actually ringing. I'll have to check. I'll have to check that next time it rings.
Thank you.
But I think the phone itself rings, even though it's on fucking silent.
I can see that being a frustration. Just a little
Yeah.
bit.
Plus, I silenced it like a half a second after it started ringing, so probably didn't have a chance to hear it.
Oh, man. Anything else going on in the world right now that's kind of funny or interesting? Supposedly there was a leak of Ben Shapiro's sister's topless photos or some shit. I've been seeing those pop around of Abby Shapiro or whatever.
Abby Shapiro, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if it's real or not. Like, I don't give a shit, honestly. I'm
Yeah.
not hard up enough for porn that I gotta find some random fucking internet celebrities like topless photos.
Yeah. She has a nice set of tits, but yeah, I don't really care if I see them or not.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, that's nice, but I don't want to, like, I don't feel... Like, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who deserves to have her shit leaked anyway,
Let's aim for a break.
Yeah, yeah. Plus, she looks a little too much like her brother, so...
Yeah.
I was like, well, maybe I'd watch it if it was like porn, and then I'm like, no,
dude, that fucking...
I don't want to watch that either.
I'll see if I can't find a picture. But, this fucking, this YouTuber I watch at MXR Plus did a thing where he brought his sister on, and they each got, to ask the other one questions with the lie detector.
Oh, God.
And, well, I mean, it was like, it wasn't that bad. It was pretty silly.
Okay.
They were mostly just being kind of like very casual and silly about it. Nobody was asking like serious like, did you one that raped my dog or anything like crazy like that? Like, it was, like nothing like that was coming out.
You secretly want to fuck me?
Yeah, none of that weird shit was going on.
Okay.
Um,
That's where my head went, so there's probably something fucked up in my head. Although,
well, it's
luckily...
YouTube, so there's those people on there. It's not like that's some sort of thing that never happens on YouTube. Like, there's some fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous people, like, everywhere you go. But the thing that I thought was funny was they looked fucking identical. Like his face and her face were the same face. It was so weird.
Yeah,
Like, you expect siblings to look the same, like, to a certain extent. This was a whole different level. It looked like you Photoshop lifted his face and put it on her. I'm gonna try to get a picture real quick.
Sorry, I'm trying to pee quietly, but I'm just gonna mute for a second.
Go for it. Alright, that'll work. Oh, fucking stupid thing. Alright. Oh, actually, that worked out really good. Okay. So we're going to save that as a JPEG. We're going to post this in the Discord here.
Pee and flushing over.
Close that window. And get out the Discord. And God, those are some creepy looking women. Men in women's clothing, obviously. They're not women, but...
Oh, you finally saw the picture?
God damn. Alright, here we go. Here is... Yeah, look at that. Tell me that doesn't look like you photoshopped one person's face onto the other.
Oh, god damn. Yeah, that's the same nose. And God, ugh.
It's right.
It
works
forehead,
on him.
Yeah.
It does not work on her. It is, tragically unfortunate on her. But,
yeah, that is not an attractive Asian woman.
Yeah, I mean, you know, she's got the allure that all Asian women have if people have, like, that Asian fixation.
Right.
But if you're not, like, a weird dude like that, where you just, like, yeah, she's not really that hot. Like, no, she's kind of...
Oh, yeah. A little too much forehead, too.
Yeah, I'd say that's at least a 5 or a 6 head.
All right.
And, like, the little squinty eyes and the tiny mouth, it just doesn't work. It's like her whole face is way bigger than his face by a good amount. And his face is perfectly proportionate on his own head.
Yeah.
She's got like a giant fucking dome, and so it looks like almost like a comically small face on a big head, like in a cartoon.
Yeah, it's like you took his head and then like stretched it like out a little bit sideways and a little bit vertically.
Oh, you remember on Rick and Morty, there was the people with the tiny mouths? The whole, like, there was a whole commercial on that World TV, the Universal TV thing. And it was like, come on down to a tiny restaurant where all the food fits right in your mouth.
Okay.
Tiny food for your tiny mouth.
Yeah.
She looks like one of those people. Like that's a real thing.
God damn.
You're like, the people that made Rick and Morty met her and were like, son of a bitch. We need tiny food for tiny mouths. You know?
I still haven't watched the whole current season yet. I got like 3 or 4 in. I'm like, wow, this is actually pretty good this year.
Oh, I just watched the most recent episode before the show today, and I was not disappointed at all.
Yeah,
very entertaining. I'm not gonna just spoil it or anything like that. Don't worry.
Yeah. What season are they up to now? I'm trying to think. It's like 4 or 5.
Episode 8.
No. I mean, what season? I'm trying to think.
Oh, I think it's season 5, right?
Probably. I think 3 and 4, like, they were good.
I'm pulling up the tab right now.
Compared to 1 and 2.
It's season 6.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, there was, like, 3 seasons where it was, like, yeah, it was still good. but it's just not as good as the fucking first 2 seasons. And then, yeah, this season we're getting back to them being really fucking good.
Season 6, Episode 9, A Rick and King Mortar's Mort.
Yeah, they're running out of clever titles.
I think the theme for this season is Rick becoming self-aware of his behavior and how it genuinely affects other people.
Oh.
But it's
Yeah,
being done in a very
guy.
Rick and Morty way. It's not like they're making him somehow magically realize he's been a horrible person all his life or anything like that, so much as just like it's more from a selfish perspective of like, I'm losing friends and family members because I'm such a piece of shit.
Right. Interesting take. Yeah, and Morty seems to be getting stupid. Like, you know, he's always supposed to be kind of like dumb. Like a really dumb kid. And he seems to be getting...
Isn't that why Morty hangs out with Rick?
Yeah.
I thought they covered that in one episode where it was like, you're dumb.
Yeah.
Makes it so they can't scan for my smart.
Yeah, he's like, see, the genius waves are counteracted by the Morty waves. Like, he doesn't want to say it by your stupid waves.
Yeah.
Yep, that definitely happened.
It was definitely one of my more enjoyed episodes.
Yeah, that one wasn't bad. The evil, they introduced the concept of the evil Morty.
Yeah, I also just really liked the whole Morty suddenly realizing that like maybe Rick is just using you because you're a fucking retard. Son of a bitch.
Like, he doesn't care about me at all. He's using me for fucking to hide himself.
Yeah. Oh man, that show was just so fucking fun. Goddamn.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. But yeah, like I said, the first 2 were fucking amazing. First 2 seasons were fucking amazing. Fell off a little bit, although again, still pretty fucking good. And then, yeah, like I said, it's getting back to fucking, you know, the first and second season levels or whatever.
Yeah, there was some weird territory they went into that was kind of a little... Did he kind of get SJW? I kind of remember it getting SJW-y. Briefly.
Maybe.
Not like super bad or anything, but just like, just kind of touching a little bit on that sort of, those themes.
Yeah. Probably. It is Cartoon Network, and they are fucking, you know, that kind of fucking bullshit. Molotovs. So this is one bell tower. As I go through it, all the different bell towers, and just climb them and start fucking sniping people. In Far Cry 4.
I like that you're essentially just like a nightmare for humanity in that game.
I still only kill the bad guys, mostly. Yeah, but this one has like a shitload of trees around it. So I go to all the trees, and I throw Molotovs at them so it burns the leaves off, so they're not obstructing my view of all the places the enemies can come from.
Little Johnny Cash action.
Yeah.
Burn all the trees down.
Yeah.
You know he burned a forest down, right?
Oh, really? Oh, no,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the song, the Ring of Fire song.
No. That motherfucker went camping and wasn't paying attention, and his fucking bottle of fuel caught on fire and started a forest fire, and it almost caused a fucking species of bird to actually go extinct.
God damn, dude.
And he was not at all apologetic, by the way. He was just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I think he wrote a song about it that kind of mocked it too. In fact, most of Johnny Cash's music was kind of a big fuck you to anybody who wasn't a Christian. Just most people didn't get it. Like, don't get me wrong, I still love his music. I enjoy the fuck out of singing it, but like, dude was not a very nice guy.
Nah. Yeah, anybody who's that intolerant, you know.
Yeah.
You don't
Oh,
subscribe to my.
he was very
Fuck you.
intolerant. Yes.
Yeah, that shit makes zero
Like,
fucking sense.
you know why he
to
wore
me.
black, right? In mourning for all the
Mhm.
people that were going to go to hell because they weren't Christians.
Oh wow.
I wear black
Veggies
because
are
of all the people that
simply
have died
burst
not
into the
following the grace of
harvester.
God who are going to hell. And I mourn those people.
That is wow. That's so goddamn obnoxious, dude. What the fuck?
It was,
Yeah.
I saw a thing about it and I was like, do I want to know this? I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to know this.
It's
And then
the
I
start
watched
of
it and I was like,
another
oh, I
day.
kind of regret knowing this about Johnny
Yeah.
Cash.
Yeah, you're kind of like fuck.
I gambled and I
Damn it.
lost. No.
Yeah, I was hoping it was something interesting, and I guess it was, but I guess I should have been more specific in my hopes.
Fine. Yeah, that shit is just like, and when you know he almost caused a fucking set of like birds to go extinct because of fire, and you hear Ring of Fire, you're like,
Like,
Johnny, come on.
wow, you're a fucking psychopath. You are apparently incapable of feeling shame for your actions.
Yep, exactamundo.
See you later.
All right, tree, you better fucking burn this. Oh shit, that was a grenade. Whoops. Apparently, I forgot to change it back over to
Maybe the
Molotov.
store's got more wheat seeds for me.
Oh shit, enemies. Ah! Throw a fucking Molotov at you fuckers. What do you think of that? Yeah, get through this ring of fire. I'll throw a fucking... Dude, everything's scorched around this place, dude. Like, not even just the trees. Like, all the ground and everything is just scorched for, like, a fucking square acre.
Alright, so...
Yeah, long stretches where no enemies show up.
Oh,
As soon as I'm
nice.
trying to do some shit, they're throwing enemies at me left and right.
Yeah, it always seems to be that way when you're playing a game. It's like, yeah, when it doesn't matter, it's easy as heck to get wherever I need to go. When it matters, suddenly everybody's got a fucking problem.
Where the fuck are these guys? Did I keep them back? Or did they run through it? Where the fuck did they go? I don't think they turned around. I know how I can tell. You let off a few rounds. They hear it. They show up.
Yeah, you know, you shoot enough people, they'll figure it out.
Yeah, mark you. You're marked. Where's the other guy? Where's your buddy? I know there's always two of you. There's always two of you. And one of them only has an knife, which is really fucking funny. Considering I'm at the top of a fucking bell tower. Not much hope of hitting me down there, but you go ahead and throw your little knife, dude.
Oh, he actually throws it?
Yeah. Yeah, they'll try to... Well, the Molotov can barely... like 1 out of fucking like 10.
Well, yeah, the
might actually
Molotov
reach
cocktails,
high.
for sure. I see he's throwing that. I totally get that. The knife throwing, that's fucking funny.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
That's like the fuckers that in the shows where they're like, Superman, oh no, and they like squeeze off a few rounds. Oh shit, the bullets didn't do anything, and then they throw the gun like, fucking what? What did you think was gonna happen? You know?
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous.
Do you think the first couple of times Superman just like laughed at the guy and was like, dude, did you just fucking throw a gun? What are you on? What kind of drugs are you taking? Like, I'm gonna let you go. You're too fucking dumb to do anything illegal. Like, I don't have to worry. You're not gonna hurt anybody. You're not smart enough to hurt anybody.
Yeah, you're no threat to anybody. You're just a dumbass criminal. Maybe you'll do a mugging or something, but you're too stupid to cause any real damage.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really satisfying hitting far away, getting a headshot from far. Well, not hitting them, because again, with the 50 cal in this game, you can hit them in the leg and they're dead. Like any shot anywhere.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, 50 cals are pretty fucking brutal.
But yeah, I don't think in real life though. I mean, it could rip your leg off, but I don't think it would kill you instantly. You know what I mean?
A 50 cal? Dude,
Yeah,
have
I
you
mean, it
seen
would
the
rip your
damage
leg
those do IRL? Like if you ever
Yeah,
watched
yeah,
the
but I'm
shooting?
saying, like, let's say it hits you below the knee or something. Like, it'll rip your fucking lower leg off, and you'll bleed out. But
Unless
you're
you're
not
going
gonna
to get
die
a
instantly.
care, I mean, if you're talking about there's a hospital next door, sure, you're fine. But unless
Yeah, but
there's a
no, I'm just
hospital 2 or 3
no. You're
minutes
gonna die.
out, you're
Even,
fucking
yeah,
dead.
yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. That's not instantly though.
True,
That's
but it's
pretty
I mean,
fucking quick. But no, these ones, like, literally, you could shoot them in the foot, and they're just dead instantly. Like, it's
I
not two or
feel like
three
the
minutes.
difference is kind of academic at that point, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but it was still, it would be more realistic if they can limp around until you shot them in the
so
head or
like
something.
5 more seconds of them
Yeah.
suffering for your pleasure.
Yeah, I don't
So
like.
that's
I don't
what you're
like being
really
able
upset
to.
about. It's not that you think the 50 cal should be less lethal. It's that you just want to enjoy their suffering for longer.
Yeah. No, it's I want to only be able to kill them with like a headshot because that's more satisfying.
Oh, you don't want them to
Hitting-
die when you're trying to murder people in a way that's disappointing to you.
Yeah, it's the same attitude I have in real life, dude.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, you fucking psycho.
Yeah, but well, you know what I'm saying.
I know exactly what you're saying. I probably feel this. I probably feel the same way.
Yeah, it's just again, I'd like an extra shot at their head, basically, just because it's harder to do. And it a little thing pops up that says headshot, and that's satisfying when I pull it off. Because it's got a scope on it, but it's not like a sniper scope, so you can't zoom in like you can with a sniper rifle. The sniper rifle, it's still kind of tough, but yeah, it's a lot harder to hit them in the head with this thing than with the sniper.
It's like in Skyrim when you like land a headshot from really far away, like murk an enemy when you're early in the game and it matters.
Yeah.
That super long range headshot that saves you from having to like take a bunch of damage or whatever.
Yeah, I'd have to fight them up
that
close.
fucking feels so sweet when it connects because you actually have to aim and there's skill involved. It's not like it's right on the cursor. You have to loft the arrow in the right way. Yeah, I totally get it.
I like scaring off people because, like, I think it only lets a certain amount of people be in an area. So if there's like just random villagers, I'll shoot at their feet, and then they fucking stop, and then they'll run the other direction, like out of the map, preferably.
Nice.
Doesn't work with your allies though, because they'll fucking spawn in your allies too. Call them fellow Golden Path members.
Ooh, that sounds kind of uncool.
Yeah. Yeah, well, especially if you're trying to, like, because I like killing the enemies. And then they'll fight them. And it kind of rushes what I have to do. Because they suck at it, too. For the most part. It's like, it's kind of like watching, fight random red shirts from Star Trek.
I read a book about red shirts.
Nobody's hitting anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I read a book about red shirts in Star Trek that was pretty fucking cool. I don't know if you're... I assume you're not a book reader, or are you a book reader? I think we talked about it before. You don't read a lot of books.
Yeah, no, I've read a lot of books, dude. Not lately.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking somebody else then. There's somebody I know who doesn't read a lot of books, but I would have thought...
No, I've read quite a bit. I've read almost everything Asimov has read almost everything that Hunter S. Thompson's ever written. Kurt Vonnegut, I've read a lot of Vonnegut and a lot of Clive Barker. Those would be the main ones.
All right, so the basically it was a sci-fi book from the perspective of the people in the show Star Trek, but it wasn't actually Star Trek because they couldn't use Star Trek.
Oh, gotcha.
And your main character was a red shirt, and he went and changed his shirt so that it wasn't red. Because he followed somebody's directions and was like, oh, okay, I'll do this. And so the thing that made it interesting was they eventually figured out that they were characters in a TV show.
Oh, gotcha.
And that somehow...
Yeah, the fourth wall shit can be fun.
Yeah, and so essentially, like, it became a thing where it was like,
Yeah, like Deadpool. Deadpool knows he's a comic book character, that kind of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. It can be really fucking funny if it's handled right.
And it was very,
I
very
mean, that's
funny.
fourth wall breaking.
And like they had this way of like, so because you don't ever see how a lot of the stuff gets solved.
Bye bye.
Or a lot of the stuff that gets solved in like Star Trek is like they put it in a box. So they had like a couple of different boxes, and like the boxes would determine how everything worked. So anytime there was like some sort of disease, you would put it in the disease box, and then eventually the cure would pop out.
Ah, nice.
So you could just that's how you solve problems. And then whenever there was something wrong with the ship, like you would go to this box in the corner and it would spit out directions, and those 9 directions or those directions on a piece of paper would solve whatever problem you had.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking funny. So it's like they were getting the script, kinda.
Essentially, yeah, and they did a lot of fun things. Like they found the author and were like, "You son of a bitch!
Why are you treating us like this?"
And he was just sort of like, "Yeah, so
What are you gonna do about it?
I made you. I can do whatever I want with you. You're my creations. Deal with it."
Yeah, dude. There's a movie called Delirious with John Candy. Have you ever seen that?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, it's pretty good. He's a basically, and then he I don't know, hits his head or whatever the fuck happened. But basically, in his mind, he entered into one of his stories.
I hope you bring back.
And he
okay, sort of like Cool World.
Mm-hmm.
But with John Candy,
yeah,
probably before Cool World ever was written, I would assume.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but basically, he discovered that like if he had a typewriter, he could type in shit and it would happen.
Oh, like while he was in the world?
Yeah. So he would write in him doing all fucking miraculous shit or awesome shit or whatever.
That's
like
kind of how the
I'm gonna drive down this
story
hill.
worked.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna drive down this hill in this fast car blindfolded, and I'm gonna make it all the way down the hill, narrow, seeing a bunch of fucking other obstacles or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, it was kind of funny because at one point he got drunk and he was typing in, typing in shit. So like he wakes up and he's like, "Oh look, it's hi, I'm the cheerleader from high school that you always liked. I love you." Or fucking. At one part where the guy walks in, they're like, "All right, I'm here to deliver the cold deer," like instead of cold beer. So they had like frozen fucking beer or whatever. He's like, "It's a typo, goddammit."
Goddamn typos.
Yeah, or one guy, like some old guy comes in and he fucking says whatever he said, and then he out loud says, "The elderly man exits." So like you forgot to fucking leave the fucking the stage directions. They accidentally left them in the quotes for him to say it. It's actually pretty funny. I'm not explaining it properly, I don't think.
No, I'm in. Hold on a second. Let me look this up because I want to watch this fucking movie.
Yeah, no, it's pretty funny. Stephen King makes a cameo in it. He's telling it because he fucked up
You said the name.
Delirious.
Delirious.
But it's not the who did a comedy special? Was it Eddie Murphy that did a comedy special called Delirious?
Oh, I found it already. It's Delirious from 1991 with John Candy.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I liked it.
So I will be watching that tonight.
Right on, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched in a while, but there's definitely some funny shit.
I mean,
Stephen King makes an appearance.
Even if it wasn't like if it was a terrible whatever, it's John Candy.
Yeah, he was fucking great, dude. Indeed.
Yeah, like I'm watching the John
I
Candy
don't know,
movie. I'm not worried about it because it's John Candy. It's gonna be great.
I'm trying to think if I've seen a John Candy movie that I didn't like. I don't think I have, dude.
No, John Candy was one of those few people who genuinely was just like really, really fucking appealing to everyone.
Yeah, really funny, dude. Really entertaining. Yeah, way too young. Yeah. Although again, his lifestyle, it's not surprising.
I mean, yeah, he was
God
pretty
dang it.
fucking big. It's not like anybody was surprised when he passed, unfortunately.
Yeah. But yeah, that one was pretty good. Like I said, there's a scene in there where, his typewriter gets broken, and Stephen King is walking him through how to fix it, like over the phone.
Oh, nice.
It's a minor scene, but it's still pretty funny, dude.
Hey, you know what? I'd watch the shit out of it.
Yeah. Like I said, it's kind of one that's not that well known that he was in, but yeah, it's a pretty good movie. Pretty funny. Oh shit! Is it on?
Yes,
Is it free?
10 minutes before the time. Say what?
Is it free to watch online on YouTube or whatever?
What? Oh, the movie I got?
Yeah, Delirious.
Here, I am posting the link to where I will be watching it in our Discord.
Yeah. Oh, right. I don't know why. I was thinking you found it on YouTube. I don't know why the fuck I was.
No, these sites are fine as long as you have antivirus on your computer. There's nothing to worry about. They don't give a shit about you watching it.
I know.
Yeah, that's where I watch most new movies that come out because a lot of them are just so bad I would never intentionally fucking pay for them. Which I know sounds shitty, but like.
No, it's fine. It's kind of the way I used to treat like.
Oh, there's a Wednesday Addams show. You went really quiet. I can't hear what you're saying. You trailed off into like silence.
Yeah, I got another fucking call in, dude.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, well, it's normally when we normally call it a day.
Oh yeah, it is.
But if you have a call you need to take.
No, it's not.
Okay, I would say Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, which is also on that website.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking great. That's actually really fun.
I've actually heard that. Yeah, that's pretty. Very self-aware people in that one.
And then I watched Spirited, which was a new Christmas movie with Ryan Reynolds, and I can't remember his name. He plays Hank the Tank. He was on Saturday Night Live. He's one of the few funny people that was on Saturday Night
Live. Will Ferrell?
Yes, Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds are the main two characters.
Yeah. Ryan Reynolds is another one. I don't know that I've seen a whole lot of bad movies with Ryan Reynolds in them.
It was very fun.
Or Will Ferrell.
It was extremely racist in that it kind of looked like a bunch of black people all being essentially servants of like two or three white people.
Oh wow.
Because like everybody who was in charge was white in the movie, but because they needed to have that racial whatever nonsense, like most of the people in the movie were black. Well, everybody in the movie worked for one of the three people almost.
Wow.
So the three main people who were in charge of everything were all white, and everybody else was black and Mexican and Asian. And you were like, and then it's a musical, so they're doing like song and dance routines for them. So you're kind of like, this makes me a little fucking uncomfortable. Like,
is this soft? What the fuck is going on here?
And it's like if they hadn't pushed so hard, there would still be, no doubt, some black and Asian and Mexican people amongst the people, but there'd also be a bunch of white people. But because there's few white people in the workers groups, it ends up looking like a bunch of slaves doing song and dance routines for the massa. You know, so that makes it funny. Like the show in itself is funny. It doesn't really go into that much bullshit with the SJW stuff. There's a couple little nods here and there that are kind of annoying, but you tolerate them. The majority of it is just a new take on Scrooge. Just a totally different take on the Scrooge story. And I'm not giving anything away about that. It's it's very. It even says in the thing like the ghost of Christmas Present, Will Ferrell.
Right.
And essentially he goes and it's definitely worth watching. I would say that. I don't want to give too much away.
Yeah. All right. Does he get them? Does any kid get go to the market to get the fattest goose at any point?
No. Oh no. It's set in modern times. It's totally modernized. It does briefly go into Will Ferrell's past. So it shows
Nah,
some
alright.
of like the Dickens sort of era England stuff, but the majority of it is
Yeah.
modern times.
No, okay.
And
I still
so
really
like
want to try Goose.
yeah, like Ryan Reynolds is the Scrooge character. He's the one that is essentially the Scrooge that they're trying to save at some point. And
Oh,
and
okay.
he's like a those people that basically they work for the celebrities and they handle all the press stuff. He's like a
Mm-hmm.
consultant that handles like press stuff for like large groups or big politicians. So like
Gotcha. I like
if
the
you want to
PR guy.
destroy the competition, he's a PR guy that just figures out whatever you need to like do to demolish that group of people or whatever,
Yeah.
or
All
that
right.
company.
Interesting. Check it out. Sounds good.
Yeah, so they're both holiday movies. It's the holiday season, so they're kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, I hear you. Ooh.
But
All right.
especially the Guardians of the Galaxy. The Guardians of the Galaxy is just hilarious. Like there's nothing in
Yeah.
it other than just hilarity the whole way through.
Yeah, that's cool. So it's not like the Star Wars holiday special
No,
back in the
I
day.
initially watched it thinking like, oh, I wonder if this is going to be Star Wars Holiday Special bad. No, it's the opposite. It's 45 minutes and you wish it was twice as long.
Yeah. Although, yeah, the Star Wars thing, it's so bad it's good, kinda, but mostly just bad.
No, it's just bad.
Yeah, that's true. Like it's kind of funny, yeah, but yeah, unintentionally, obviously. And it's just fucking weird. Yeah. It's something you should probably, everybody should watch at least
I've
once, I
watched the
guess.
Star Wars Holiday Special. That's why I said it's just bad.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just bizarre, right? Like it's fucking, ugh.
Yeah, it's not.
All right,
It's
but
not at all good.
Yeah. No, this is I've heard that about the Guardians one that it actually was pretty good, so I'll check it out.
Oh yeah, by all means do. It was just one of those things that like very entertaining.
Mm-hmm. Good shit. All right. You want to call it? What are we doing?
Yeah, I think we should probably call it. I mean,
Yeah.
we're at
All
that
right.
point. You got people calling you. I'm sure you gotta go pick up your kid or something at this point.
No, it's not nothing urgent, but yeah, that should be getting going here. So yeah, if anybody is listening to this, and we know you're not,